While you hunt a velociraptor, I hunt it. Clever girl.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
It's Mental
Welcome
Health
back.
Month. And this
Mental
week,
health.
she's got... Oh, that was awful.
She's got...
My throat's been fucked up from the windows and the wind. She's got a great ass.
And you got your head all the way up it.
I'm Derrick.
I'm Whitney.
I'm Jack.
And this is Bad Movies.
Worst People.
I get knocked down, but I get up again.
They could
Never gonna keep me down.
All day I've been thinking about Al Pacino, like this character trying to like wind down, and it's like karaoke for whatever reason.
Is it like when Nick Cage did Purple Rain? Did you see that video?
No.
Oh, there's a big
Purple
thing going
Rain.
around online. Nick Cage doing Purple Rain at karaoke.
Recently?
Yeah.
How is it?
Not good.
Okay, but awesome.
Yeah.
Like awesome
Full
for us.
Nick Cage.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You can find it on our website.
Can you?
I don't know.
Can you?
Are you going to put it up there?
She was trying to force your hand,
So she doesn't have to go looking for
underestimating how lazy you actually are.
Oh, I know. I live with the man.
it. This is Mental Health Month, and this is our second week. We've done this all out of order, so I'm trying to
Yeah.
remember where we are.
Yeah, we're fine.
This is my pick, so I figured why not make everybody watch a 3-hour-long crime drama.
Just under 3 hours.
We're talking about Michael Mann's Heat. And as followers, listeners might know, I released a little thing about all Michael Mann's movies because I was really excited about doing this one. So I watched all of his movies.
Give me some of, like, besides this, obviously, give me some of his tops that people would know him from, because he is a name, but he's not a household name.
Yeah,
He's not a
like
Spielberg.
you're talking to me.
Talk to me like I'm Whitney. Wait, not like that.
All right. I mean,
Go make me some food, bitch.
you can sit in my house, but you can't watch my TV.
You can fuck my wife. You can lay on my sofa. You can look at my Art Deco apartment. But you can't watch my TV set.
None of my movies.
It's going to be a lot of that all day, by the
I think
way.
his most famous one for anybody who just doesn't know anything about directors is probably Last of the Mohicans.
Okay.
Okay.
And Collateral, which we recently just watched. And speaking of Collateral, you gentle listeners, because we're doing this and I like to give stuff away, we'll give away digital codes. I don't have a digital code for Heat because I've owned this for way too long, but I do have a digital code for Collateral.
That makes sense. That is parallel, so...
So
There you go.
if you send us an email, badmoviesworstpeople@gmail.com, or comment on any of our social media posts, you'll get entered for that.
Do not let the fact that it has Tom Cruise scare you off. It is
No.
probably the best movie despite Tom Cruise.
Yeah, because I am the world's not biggest Tom Cruise fan.
Outside of like the Mission Impossibles,
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything you fucking
I
go
like
out
Mission
and see.
Impossibles and I like Top Guns.
Sure.
I like Days of Thunder.
But
You can like it all you want. It's going to be in theaters soon.
You want to go?
Yep.
Collateral and this, Heat, are my top two Michael Mann movies. So I have a digital code for that. Send us an email, comment on our social media. You'll get entered in the drawing for that. And if you're a patron at patreon.com/worstpeople and you comment on the post there, you get 2 entries.
Ooh.
Anyway,
And you guys should enter, otherwise it just goes to this guy. I mean,
I don't want it.
does Jack
Digital?
deserve a
Ugh.
digital code?
What day of the month does this air?
Hold on.
Second week in May?
May 12th.
May 12th. If you're listening to this May 12th, May 18th, Swigfoot, friend of the show, friend of the podcast,
Super friend.
is going to be playing a show at The Rock. We'll be there. You should too.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll take pictures with you.
Or we won't if you don't want us to. I mean, we'll do what you want.
We'll act like you don't know us.
But I just like I said, I just watched all of his movies. You can go back and listen to me talk about all those and in more depth. But like, there were only 2 that I probably wouldn't watch again. One I will give another shot. It's Jack's favorite, and he hates me for not liking it.
I don't hate you. I was shocked by it.
It was Last of the Mohicans, by the way, and I told Jack I watched it, and he immediately just started being like, da da da, whatever those fucking score. And I was like,
bangers.
I haven't seen it. I think I watched it. It's from the 90s, yeah?
yeah.
I'm pretty sure I watched it with my mom.
It's also got
I don't
Wes
remember.
Studi in it, like this movie does.
Oh my God. I hope she's listening right now. I made a friend at the bar the other day who legitimately summered in Iowa. And she's like, you will fucking love it.
Oh my God,
It's
I
like
love her. Who is she?
I don't remember her name. I'm so sorry, but she came up to the bar. We started talking podcasts, and then Iowa came up, and I was like, yeah, my co-host Summer's in Iowa. And she's like, oh my God, that's great, right? And I was like, well, I don't know. Like, she tells me these weird stories. People always come out missing limbs. She's like, well, if you're not missing a limb, you're not doing it right in Iowa. And like she says, she goes like, besides the winter, she's like, I just want to live there forever. She's like, it's the nicest people, the nicest place. I'm like,
Tipton especially. I love Tipton. I love my
I think
family
there's a
there.
conspiracy for people from Iowa to try and get us there.
It's
This is a horror movie. It's called Come Visit Iowa.
But she said they're the nicest people, so I'm
Slipknot.
going to assume she was white.
She is white.
Okay.
Slipknot is from Iowa as well, by the way.
The nicest people.
See how often they try and get out of there? Every tour.
But yeah, Michael Mann is one of my favorite directors, so that's why we're talking about this.
Yes.
Also, I had a different movie
I thought
chosen.
it was Guillermo del Toro.
He's up there too. I got a lot of favorites.
Why can't I fucking talk?
I just
Because you have a
realized.
microphone in front of you.
I just realized that my name thing still has the subtitle that says "Not a Nazi" on it from when we were doing Andor. I don't know if that's going to show in the recording, but I'm going to take that off. Anyway,
Yeah, just to be sure.
just in case you guys weren't sure, not a Nazi. It's just YouTube, by the way.
It's worth saying.
But yes, I was going to do a different movie, which I won't say here because I'm going to save it for later. It'll probably just be a regular mental health movie now. But I chose this one because of Val Kilmer's passing. And at the time of choosing, I was like, okay, well, I know like his top movies for most people are like Tombstone,
Willow.
Top Gun.
Willow, Top Gun. And I was like, I don't want to do Top Gun right now.
Can I say what I wanted to do?
And I didn't want to do Tombstone because I hadn't watched it in like 18 or 20 years. And then we watched it a few weeks ago, and I was like, well, I could have just done Tombstone.
Tombstone's
but I just watched it.
Tombstone's rock and roll.
Yeah, and I mean, he's got a great performance in that. Like, amazing.
Can I say what I wanted to do?
His
What?
face.
Top Secret.
Oh yeah, Top Secret's great, but it is just top to bottom, like front beginning
Comedy.
to end, just slapstick comedy.
Yeah.
That's it's like trying to do an episode on Hot Shots. We are just describing the jokes.
Yeah.
And maybe inserting Charlie Sheen's cocaine, which he did too.
Would you like some?
Did you? Thank you. Did you know that Val Kilmer's agent tried to talk him out of this
Oh, yeah.
because he wasn't going to get the money that he was worth at this time?
Yeah.
This is Val Kilmer
After Top Gun, yeah.
peak. I think he's about to go make Batman.
He's filming
this was
Batman
95.
Forever while he's doing this.
Gotcha. So instead of getting paid the proper amount, he just talked Michael Mann into putting him pretty big on the poster.
Is that why he had a black eye?
Got punched doing Batman.
Yeah.
Oh, no one's throwing punches in that.
I think it's supposed to be part of his gambling thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
that would
okay.
check
He just
out.
shows up with bruises and cuts and whatnot. But yeah, exactly. He just cut the deal. Yeah, put me big on the poster, and there he is, right betwixt Al Pacino and Robert De Niro.
And can
Almost
we
like they're
just
fighting
say,
for him.
This is the very first time they were on the same screen at the same time.
And that
Not
was-
first movie.
That was actually a big marketing thing for this movie too.
Yeah.
They talked about that a lot.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
So you have these fucking powerhouses. Sure, they're in Godfather 2 together, but they don't share
They
a
don't go
scene.
together.
No, because they're in different times.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
'Cause
different.
De Niro is playing younger Marlon Brando.
Correct.
Yeah.
So
And a lot of that takes place, not a lot.
In Italy,
Starts
right?
in Italy.
Yeah.
And then New York in a different time. So they might have been on set together, but they were not in a scene together. And man, what a scene they get. I mean, it's just them having fucking coffee, but it's just like we talk about on our other podcast, Han Took Shots First. We're doing Andor right now. This is talkie talks. I can sit there and just be a
He woke
fly
up for
on
it.
the wall. Nice.
I started nodding
even-
off in the middle there. I only had 5 hours of sleep. I had to stay up till 6 a.m. editing Andor. Ron took shots first.
After
Hope you
that
guys
s-
appreciate his work.
After that scene ended, I was just like, I know it's just two guys talking over coffee, but how fucking intense was that?
Well,
that was
Two
and-
powerhouses.
amazing.
The
And just
fun
staring at each
fact
other at the
thing,
end.
They didn't hang out on set or anything before that, and they didn't rehearse the scene at all. They didn't do blocking. They didn't do anything. They just walked in. They knew their lines. They walked in, and they had the thing, so it would be the first two times of
Yeah.
these characters meeting.
That's
and probably a little bit
fucking-
of animosity on purpose.
Yeah.
Because Val Kilmer did that, by the
You don't
way,
wanna be
on
friends.
Top Gun. Him and the other guys like Wolfman and whatnot did not hang out with Tom Cruise
Or Anthony Edwards.
or Goose because they wanted it to be that thing of like, we're not friends with you.
Yeah.
And maybe it's not the right kind of acting, but it worked out.
I mean,
And- yeah.
Also,
It
it's just an
depends-
excuse not to hang out with Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
He's like, no, I'm being a method actor. I'm not. I really hate that guy. We would come over, but I want this next scene to pop.
Fuck
In
Scientology.
1986, I think Tom Cruise was still a decent dude. Maybe
Maybe not.
I don't know. Yeah,
I mean,
don't know.
I could see like if it was before those parts.
I think
that
that was
they-
like his biggest. That was like his star maker, right? 'Cause, I mean, he had done Legend and he'd done Cocktail and
Risky Business.
Risky Business, but
Cocktail and Risky Business, I think, was when where people
Yeah.
really were like that's his heartthrob. Then that moved him on past that.
that's
Yeah.
what I think. That's what I mean. Like that's like his movie star movie.
Yes,
Yes.
that's his movie star.
At least to me. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
But we'll do the.
I saw
game.
Days of Thunder in Iowa.
We'll
such
do.
an Iowa
We'll
movie.
do the game, guys.
All right.
Insert music here. Ching, bing, 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 bing. Box
Can
office.
we get a budget, please?
Yes.
$60 million, 1995.
Can you use it in a sentence?
187
This movie cost
million.
$60 million in 1995.
And what is the root origin?
60 million $1 bills.
6 billion pennies. You want to go first?
I said 187.
187. Whoa, you're 145,000.
I was this close to just saying, like, we'll just call this blackjack because it was 187.
Was it?
Yeah.
Damn. And is that worldwide? Is that like?
I believe that was worldwide.
Okay.
I only
Did I
have the
get-
one number written down usually when I do that.
I mean, in '95, we've talked before. It's not a big Chinese market yet.
Did I get a
but-
purple star?
yeah.
You get the purple star.
I mean, that's tripling your budget, which, I mean, not a big surprise. Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Val Kilmer.
Tom Sizemore. Danny
but I mean,
Trejo.
I don't know if Danny
Wes
Trejo
Studi,
was
what's his name?
Bubba Gump.
McKelty Williamson. I believe.
Nice.
Yeah.
You got Buffalo Bill.
You got the
Ted
Allstate
Levine.
man.
Levine.
You got Dennis Haysbert.
Charlize Theron. Not Charlize Theron. Ashley Judd.
Ashley Judd looking like Charlize Theron.
Yeah.
Natalie Portman.
Man.
Yeah, Natalie Portman.
young-
We're missing.
This is probably her.
Oh, dude,
first.
how are we going to forget about the restaurant owner, Bud Court?
Blink, blink.
You don't know Bud Court?
No.
Harold and Maude. Oh, you would know him as the lawyer in Life Aquatic.
Oh, okay.
That's Bud Court.
Okay. This might have been. This was either Natalie Portman's first or second movie. I'm not sure if this or the
She had already
professional.
done
I feel like the
first.
professional's the first.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've always thought that Leon was the first
It's around the same time. I just don't know the date on it.
one. Maybe
It's-
Leon is her first like act. She's a star. She's a small bit.
Yeah, I
'Cause what else
still
did
think
we-
it's first.
see her in. We were just watching something. Oh, Mars Attacks.
Star Wars.
Or,
I was going to say, we did
96.
just see her.
In episode
No,
3.
but her and I just watched her like in it younger in something. It was Mars
Gotcha.
Attacks.
Yeah.
It was Jack Nicholson, President Jack Nicholson's daughter, not
Yeah.
Cowboy Jack Nicholson.
If you say, go watch it.
But so
Man, Jack for president.
we're talking a
I'm
lot
voting.
about Al
Might work.
Pacino. We're already doing Al Pacino screaming, right? 'Cause this is in his Scream era. But there's apparently, according to him, was an earlier draft of the script where his character Vincent Hanna had a cocaine problem.
It shows.
Hence his like manic episodes. What did exactly he say? His bombastic outbursts.
Well, because
Okay.
later in the movie, at one point, like he comes, he's like, Freddie, hey, Freddie, what you doing for me? Why you telling me all these lies? Give me what you got. Give me all you got. Give me, Freddie. Like, excuse me, that was out of nowhere. Like if he's just yelling, that's one thing, but he's like docile, then spiking the mic and then back down.
And I think they took it out probably he's to make him a clean cut cop.
He already has enough problems. You don't need it to be
Yeah.
a drug addiction. His problem is where he even says he's like, I am whatever
I
I'm
live
chasing.
with the dead,
I
yeah.
am whoever I'm. That's all
Yeah.
I am. So
I
we
do
don't-
see her, just a little bit of her part. I've always been, along with my husband, on the, you married a cop, you know what you got into. You can't give him shit for being married to the job.
Right, but it's
But-
about how he comes home, in my opinion.
Exactly. And there's nothing wrong with being like, yo, it was a double homicide. You don't want to know the details. Mm-hmm. Just not nothing.
I do appreciate the scene when she's getting on his case and she's like, "You just never tell me anything. We're supposed to share. Like you said, I share you with the job." And he's like, "You want me to tell you about how a crackhead put his kid in a microwave because
Oh
it
my
wouldn't
God.
quit crying?" And I was like, "No, please."
Can we go back to earlier when I didn't ask you about that at all? But no, I mean, Whitney, you're in a relationship, from what I hear, and you want to help with
Many.
your partner's pain.
Exactly.
So it's not. I don't need to hear about the crackhead in the microwave, but let's do this because all it is right now is we fuck. You lose the ability to speak, and you go to bed, and you're
And
not
then-
there when I wake up.
His fucking comeback was, I need my angst. I need to be on the ball. And I'm just like, I see both fucking parts. And I'm just like, good
He
thing
needs
I'm
to
not
be.
married
he
to a
needs to.
cop.
Yeah, he needs to just be single.
This man
Yeah.
vents to me every night. I know everything that happens.
I mean, this is his third wife.
Yeah.
There's like a point they make later. John Voight makes that he's like, "Well, he's on his third wife, so he doesn't stay home at night.
Right.
So he's going to be on
I can
your
see
ass."
Derrick vent into
all fucking day with these people's kids, and they won't put them in a microwave to shut them up. They run around my bar crying,
Just letting the dogs bark.
letting the fucking dogs bark.
I told you guys about it, but I don't think I mentioned it on the podcast. The other day, I accidentally Al Pacino'd my stepdaughter's dog. He was in the bedroom crying like he does when she leaves, but it turned to howling for minutes on end. So I walked
And
down
woke
the
him up,
hallway.
by the way. Woke him up.
Yeah, woke me up in my room. So I walked down and I was like, "Shut up." And he just kept howling and was, "Shut the fuck up!" And then I laughed because I heard myself do Al Pacino, not on purpose.
the dog was scared until you laughed, and he's like, "Oh, he's just Pacinoing."
That dog did not bark or howl until until my stepdaughter got home. We've said her name. Until
Yeah.
Zoe got home. But this movie,
And also, she's your daughter. You don't have to say stuff.
this movie, and
She's the
Michael
one calling
Mann.
him stepdaddy.
Stepdaddy. This movie and Michael Mann are both big inspirations for a lot of people. You can find it all the time. I told you guys right before we started recording, but this is apparently one of Christopher Nolan's favorite movies, which, if you've seen a Christopher Nolan movie, makes sense.
Yeah.
He took direct inspiration for the Dark Knight bank robbery.
Also, got a similar actor in it.
If you've seen Tenet or Inception or any of that stuff, like it's very much the Heat kind of mold.
Yeah,
Michael Mann
absolutely.
mold.
Especially Inception. I thought of that when you said this is his favorite movie because there's that part where everybody's in suits, but they all have automatic weapons.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I see where you get that.
Yeah.
And I like it. I don't think you're ripping it off.
Yeah. No, it's like he's
It's
like
classy.
this inspired me, so I'm gonna do it. you know?
And I don't care if you like Michael Mann or not, listen to this movie loud.
Yes.
yeah.
Loud. I'm surprised I didn't have the cops called on me.
Especially after an hour. About an hour and a half. It's
I mean, it's everything. Yes, that is the crescendo. That is the grand finale. But it's like even just the scene where there's minimal gunfire at the drive-in movie theater sounds fucking amazing, and we'll
yeah,
get
it
to
does.
why.
Yeah.
And that is one of Michael Mann's specialties is realism, making things sound and look absolutely real, right?
Yeah, he does his best with making things as real as possible, and he's famously hard of hearing. So everything he makes
is
is
now.
loud as fuck.
He is now after fucking
And I mean,
recording
not,
this movie.
not everything is super realistic that he makes. He did make this movie, The Keep, which I talk about in my video.
I just got that right there down to my right.
Yeah,
Look at that.
that's where I keep it. That's where I have to keep it. And this
gotta
is the
go.
only like fantasy science fiction kind of thing he's done.
How do you like it?
I like it a lot. It's his it's kind of his black sheep of movies. It was his sophomore effort and it didn't do well, but the studio cut it to pieces and da-da-da.
Okay.
But even with the studio cuts, I still think it's cool. I mean, it's plus it's got like a ancient mythical creature killing Nazis.
Ancient mythical creature, huh?
Killing Nazis.
Love it.
Love it.
So-
when we get to the part, remind me. I have questions about the guns after the big
I don't
heist.
have all the answers because there's a lot of guns. Like I wouldn't even be done watching
It's no.
I would
well,
just fucking
yeah,
have
I
it-
think you'll know the question I'm gonna
Okay.
or answer to the question.
because I would just have this thing paused for fucking 10 minutes at a time. Like looks like an M16 variant. I don't know. Is it the A1?
Before we jump into the movie, one more thing you teased me with.
Ooh.
Danny Trejo was not supposed to be in this movie.
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
which
it
is
was-
why the character's name is Trejo.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a different name. So before he was hired to play Trejo, him and Edward Bunker, who's a writer, were hired to be the armed robbery consultants, basically. He was hired because he had done time in prison for armed robbery.
Oh,
Well, I figured if that's why you're consulting.
Well, and also Michael Mann, he's done this a lot. His first movie, Thief, he literally worked with thieves, like real vault, like safe crackers.
Yeah.
The props they're using in that movie are real safe cracking tools. And the lieutenant who's hassling James Caan throughout the movie is played by his advisor on that, who was a real safe
I
cracker.
like
That
to think
is
of
dope.
myself as a safe cracker. Like I'm not an unsafe cracker.
But he hangs out with
I
criminals.
call you
It's
more of
fine.
a safe gender snap.
Thanks.
I think if I had read that it was this movie where De Niro, Val Kilmer, so the criminal guys, like basically hung out, had lunches and stuff, hung out with these criminals to get like the way they talk and the way they do whatever. And then Pacino and McKelty Williamson and Ted
Study.
Levine and those guys hung out with cops. Mm-hmm. Like
That makes sense.
robbery cops. Like
I mean,
whatever
Levine
these-
shouldn't have to. He's been a cop in everything that wasn't him being Buffalo Bill,
I know, and I'm just
Flubber.
like or Flubber.
ex-cop. He got bought off by that guy.
Buffalo Bill is still the one that stands out the most to me because I was like, it's still weird for me to see him as a cop. He's like, it shouldn't be. I was like, it is.
If nothing else, Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, if nothing else, Fast and Furious.
Right.
Who wants a
Right.
coffee order? Let's get a couple of decaf fraps, iced foam, fourth foam. That's like similar to the order. It's the most ridiculous thing that this LA cop or wherever they are in that. He's like, coffee order, and just proceeds to decaf ice frap mocha foam thing.
Yeah.
I
Having
can't
coffee,
abide
you
by
might as well
that.
have. Why have coffee if you can't have
I can't abide
caffeine?
by
Why
that.
just
especially
order a
if it's
milkshake?
a frap?
Can we get like 4 Frosties?
Sounds like what he
With
wants.
mine that great big fat Frosty.
So we've got some alternate actors.
Ooh.
I've got pairings.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
And I can't remember. I wrote down the names, and I did this research a couple weeks ago when we were going to record. So now I don't remember which one was who, but I have the pairings of 2 different sets of actors that could have played our 2 leads. So instead of De Niro
Pacino
and Pacino, and then I have 3 people who might have played Val Kilmer.
Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor.
95.
Very different movie.
John Lovitz and David
Richard was it
Spade.
Richard Pryor the one? She's got a great ass.
You got a great ass. You got your head all the way up it.
Is Kurt Douglas one of them?
No, Kirk Douglas was too old at this point. He could have played John Voight,
Kurt.
maybe. Who the fuck's Kurt Douglas?
Who am I thinking? Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell.
That's what I was thinking
No.
of.
Like, I don't know who you're thinking.
Still
of.
no.
So we have one is Mel Gibson and Harrison Ford.
Ugh.
Mel's got to be the bad guy.
Yeah, Mel's the bad guy.
I would think so. I mean, at this point in time, I don't think Harrison
Maybe
Ford
not
would
though, because
play-
we are talking about a calm, collected Bobby De Niro versus a very animated and manic Al Pacino.
Oh.
That being said, I think you would rather
And
you will buy
Gibson had already done Lethal Weapon.
Sure, absolutely, but you buy Harrison Ford as being cold and calculated more than you do Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
Like you look at Mel Gibson, like, oh, he's just waiting to scream something anti-Semitic.
Yep.
Man, he lives in a trailer on the beach.
Dope.
That's crazy.
I like how they always made that seem like, oh, look at him. He's just a bum with a beachside trailer. He's doing all right.
I have a.
I just can't
literally live on the beach, but it's in a trailer. Boo.
Yeah.
Has
Love that life.
he ever been a bad guy?
Oh, yeah.
Mel Gibson?
Yeah.
No, not Mel Gibson.
In real life.
I was like, yeah, all the time.
Anytime he opens
No,
his fucking
Han
mouth.
Solo.
Harrison
Ford has
I mean, kind of.
kind of the bad guy in Cowboys and Aliens.
He's also kind of the bad guy in Captain America: Brave New World.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
I mean, depending on what
Never
country
saw it,
you're
by the
from,
way.
he's the bad guy in Air Force One.
He kicked that dude out of the plane. That's
From a
murder.
certain
Okay,
point of view,
yeah.
he's a terrorist in all those Star Wars movies.
Yes,
Yeah,
you're
I
right.
guess technically
I mean,
he-
are you terrorist or a rebel? Your terrorist is
You're
my
a-
rebel.
Yeah, you're a terrorist, my rebel.
One more pairing, and I think I know where both these people fall. So one of them, I'll give you one of them, and I just want you to see. It's out of left field. The other one, but Jeff Bridges for one of these people.
Okay.
I want him as the cop.
I want him as the bad guy. I need to
Well-
hear the bad guy because I like Bridges
Nick
as the bad
Cage.
guy.
Nick is part of the name, but it's not Cage.
Nolte.
Yes.
Oh!
So if we're keeping the
Nolte's
same,
the cop.
if we're keeping the same character traits,
no.
Nick Nolte is Pacino.
Because she's got a great ass and you got your head all the way up it. You can fuck my wife in my house, but you can't watch my fucking TV. Give me all you got. Give me all you got.
Say like Jeff Bridges.
Did you ever see
Calm and
Pelican
Collected at this point in time makes perfect sense.
Yeah. See what?
Pelican Brief. Nick Nolte
no.
and
God, I hated doing that.
Julia
God, no.
Roberts. He gets a little crazy in that. What?
Nick Nolte's always crazy.
Do you know who we need? Who would have been great?
Who's that?
Gary Busey?
Yep.
She was showing her teeth.
It went. Busey.
She's got a great ass and you want to build a canoe in it and sail it down the Mississippi.
Busey and Cage. Cage being cool, calm, collected.
Not going to believe it.
Ooh, younger
gonna
Cage,
believe it.
95
Busey
Cage?
could be the cop. I mean, we'll be talking about it in a few months, but Point Break.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what made me think
And
of
he's
it.
pretty calm. I mean, he's a little pissed off, but he's pretty calm.
He's, yeah.
Respective, like
Okay, then reverse. Cage is the cop and Busey is the thief.
Like that
she's
better.
got a great ass.
Yeah, it already works.
Speaking of that voice, because it's
Snake
the
eyes.
same voice I do for this guy, Keanu Reeves is one of the people who was in line or considered for Val Kilmer's role.
Okay.
That makes sense just because he's quiet and stoic
But I think
anyway.
this is
Yeah.
right after, or it might be while they were doing Speed. Because what's Speed? 95 or
I
96?
think it's 96.
But no, because
Probably 94.
Twister was 96, right? Like Jan de Bont, same director as Speed.
God,
that's
okay.
why. Anyway,
Like, why bring up Twister?
because
Right.
it's the same director as Speed and Keanu Reeves, and it's all connected.
Right.
Keanu
And-
Speed.
Look, here's my board. Give me some more yarn. So,
Pepe Silva.
Why do you have silver around your mouth? Are you huffing silver paint again?
yeah, you call me one of the. Oh, what the fuck did they call
Witness
themselves?
me.
Yeah, but I can't remember what they called themselves. Valkyrie Boys or some shit. I don't remember.
What?
Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh no, I was
Valhalla Boys.
doing Charlie Day from It's
I
Always
know.
Sunny in
I know,
Philadelphia.
yeah, but huffing
He
silver
went
paint,
Nicholas Hoult.
like Nicholas Holt. Yeah. So the other two, and then we'll get to the movie. Brad Pitt and Johnny Depp.
Ooh. I don't.
I just don't want to see that movie.
Okay,
Well,
no, they're
this is-
playing Val Kilmer's part.
Val Kilmer. Yeah.
This is before Johnny Depp's doing this
Yes.
anyway, so.
Yeah, I mean it's before Pirates. He was
Johnny Depp in who?
Ed Wood was around here.
But he hadn't
Brad
done
Pitt.
Fear and Loathing.
No,
Fear and
he's not.
Loathing was the beginning of his end for me. I love Fear
Okay.
and Loathing.
He's in a Michael Mann movie, Public Enemies.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
really good. I mean,
I
you
think-
think the guns sound good in this? Watch that.
Yeah,
Even
I have
better.
seen it. John Dillinger.
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't change my view on the movie, but I think Brad Pitt could have been okay. I'm thinking 95, Legends of the Fall.
I mean,
Right?
I think early Brad Pitt, and all I can think of is Thelma and Louise and Cool World.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it's Ocean's 11.
Which is a good movie.
I mean,
Cool.
there's a bunch of movies in between there. Fight Club. There
Legends
we
of
go.
the Fall, she mentioned.
I've never seen it.
Yes, I made you watch it.
You sure didn't.
I will.
You've talked about making me watch it.
I'll make you watch it.
I also saw that in theaters in Iowa.
But you cried your fucking Iowan ass off.
Fuck, I did. Yes.
You cried out your Iowas.
And if anybody's interested, this is technically a remake
Okay.
Oh,
of
yeah.
Michael Mann's own movie that he did for TV in 1987, I believe.
Was Robert
Called
Redford in it?
1989, called L.A. Takedown. And you can find clips online. I might try to share some. Sharing other people's reels and stuff is weird with the social media, the business, whatever. But people have stuff out there of comparing him scene for scene. Like a lot of the dialogue is exactly the same, but you have dead-eyed TV actors in one, and then you have
Pacino, De Niro
in the other.
Can't even compare. It's not apples and oranges. It's apples versus something that doesn't grow on this planet.
And Amy Brenneman's character, Edie, the one that Robert De Niro is dating, that's the one who we talk about her this month on Cop Rock. The Cindy Margolis or whatever her name was, the assistant to the lawyer that was buying all the drugs.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
She plays Edie in the TV version.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
So that's who
Look
you
at that,
have in the
making
TV
a fucking
version.
connection.
Nice.
It's all a theme this month.
Hey guys, I don't want to sound needy here.
I'm
or anything,
needy.
but we have a Patreon at patreon.com/worstpeople. And it only costs $3 a month.
$3 a month is nothing.
And I know times are hard right now.
Real hard for me.
Inflation's up.
Oh.
You can't afford your groceries,
Can't eat.
but you can afford $3 a month if you love us.
Give us $3.
Super love us.
Please
Yeah.
love us.
We're not begging.
I'm begging.
We're not pleading.
I'm pleading.
We're not down on our knees.
Oh boy,
I mean-
my knees hurt. They've been on so long.
But we do kind of need the money.
I need the money bad.
We need new equipment.
New equipment. We need to do remote podcasts for all of you.
I wouldn't mind eating.
We need to have video.
I wouldn't mind eating.
We need more drinks.
Food sounds good.
So please check out patreon.com/worstpeople.
Please check us out.
You get a bonus episode every month, and we're going to have more content coming for you.
I'll send you pictures.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much. Please give me more.
Patreon.com/worstpeople.
I'm being held hostage here. If I don't pay my way out of here, they're going to kill me.
Oh, also speaking of TV, Michael Mann disowned this shit on the NBC cut because he told them a bunch of stuff not to change and they changed it anyway. 17 minutes they cut out, but basically he's like, you can call it a Michael Smithy movie or an Alan Mann movie. Alan Smithy is the
nom de plume.
yes
Yeah.
of actors who want to disown their shit.
Yeah.
So we've got Vincent Hanna, played by Al Pacino, Neil McCauley, played by Robert De Niro, and Chris Shaherlis, played by Val Kilmer, right at the
using
beginning
your
of the
real
movie.
names.
Wish he was Chris shirtless.
He wasn't, was he? I
No.
was like, I was thinking, was he shirtless?
A little bit when Jeremy Piven's hooking him up with
Oh yeah,
bandages, but
yeah. When Jeremy
Jeremy
Piven shows
Piven's
up for 1 second
Harry
as Dr.
is-
Bob.
I forget every time I watch this fucking movie. I'm like, oh, yeah, there's Jeremy Piven. Oh,
And-
there he
and
goes.
You know what? That scene still made me laugh, even though he's in there 1 second. He can be funny sometimes.
He used to be.
When he's not trying to be.
My daughter gave me that shirt for Father's Day.
Who
don't give a
fucking cares
fuck.
about your daughter?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck who gave you that shirt. You just got
but-
2 stacks of cash for that shirt. Buy a new daughter.
It starts with them setting up this armored truck heist, and I just love it. It starts out as just Robert De Niro walking into a hospital and stealing an ambulance. And you're like, all right, well, that's the movie I'm watching.
Uh-huh.
Yep. And
If you
I
put on
made
the jacket and have a clipboard, no one.
no one will ask questions.
You got Tom Sizemore setting up the truck, picking up Wangro, and he's just like, dude, do me a favor, shut the fuck up. You've been talking since you sat down.
Oh God! And Wangro,
What are we doing? When are we hitting this? Does this guy work a lot? Because, I mean, I'd like to do this again if it works out well. You just talked yourself right out of this crew, pal.
Yep.
when Wangro, played by Kevin Gage, who was in, so we'll see him again. He was in Con Air. He's in The Burbs and Blow. He was also in Prison.
Who's he in the Burbs?
That's what I was wondering.
I can't remember. I just wrote it down. I do remember from Con Air,
Yeah.
but he was also in prison in real life for an illegal grow up.
Nice.
It was the late 90s, so it was just weed.
yeah.
But apparently, while he was in prison, all the other prisoners just called him Wangro.
Fair enough.
Because not surprisingly, people in prison like this movie.
Yeah. It's probably one of the more authentic heist
Probably,
ones.
it's probably some of the people that consulted on the
Dude, I
film.
was in this movie. That's me back there. Yeah, I got shot.
I
we
got
have
work release for that.
Val Kilmer buying explosives, pretending he's from Tucson.
Yep.
Woo! Shout out Tucson. Woo! Arizona rules.
Al Pacino fucks Diane Venora, who's playing Justine. She was in The Jackal, which you guys said was awesome. I've never seen it.
The first time I watched it.
And she's also in Romeo plus Juliet somewhere. There's a lot of people in
She's
that
probably
shit.
a Capulet.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, she's one
Are
of...
you sure she's not a Montague? Because isn't
What side was Johnny Legs on?
Which side is
Montague.
Romeo's side?
Montague? Isn't it Juliet Montague
I don't know.
and Romeo Capulet?
I only know Juliette Lewis.
You know what? Juliet Capulet would be stupid, so it's got
Juliet
to be
Capulet
Juliet
is
Montague
stupid.
or whatever. All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's in there somewhere. And then her daughter, played by Natalie Portman, who you may have heard of.
You won't.
This is no
I
name
hear she
actress.
dated Moby for a while. I don't know if you guys heard about it.
I did
No?
not.
Apparently, Moby claims that he dated Natalie Portman.
Was she
and
of
Natalie
age?
Portman's, yeah. And Natalie Portman is like, I do not know him.
Wow.
Like we met at a party or something like that. But he says they dated.
There goes my girlfriend. She doesn't know it yet. Like, hi, honey.
Damn.
I was trying to think of a Moby song to insert a lyric there, and all I could think was "Smack My Bitch Up," but that's not him. That's also inappropriate.
Lord, we travel so far.
Natalie Portman's so hot.
Bring
Not in
Natalie
this
up,
movie, but-
bring Natalie down.
Oh, is that Moby?
Yeah, doing flowers.
Oh, I love that. I love that song strictly for Gone in 60 Seconds.
I figured so.
That's where I knew it from. I was like, he's singing it, and I know it. Just watched Gone in 60 Seconds the other day.
Ah,
I'll watch it again. So, yeah, Tom Sizemore playing Michael Chirito. Tom Sizemore, welcome back twice.
Yeah.
So this is his third
Yeah.
time.
And this time he's actually acting.
yes,
Yeah.
he is.
I mean,
and
he-
he's not over it. He's not doing like Super Tom Sizemore just kicking
No.
shit. He is.
But he's putting a lot of
He's
energy
putting
in.
so much effort into it, and
I think I figured it out while
strategic.
watching this. He's not in charge. I don't buy him as a slick business suit wearing boss man. I do buy him as an operator in a crew.
He's a heavy.
Yeah, he's a heavy. Exactly. I buy him as a heavy.
I could see him in Gandolfini's character in Perdita Durango. Check
Sure.
that episode
Yeah, I
out.
could see that too.
I could see him doing that.
I can see that. That's another heavy
Probably,
role.
I think it's because of him in. Is he in Natural Born Killers?
No,
He's not the cop in Natural Born Killers.
I don't think so.
But we've seen basically all the forms of Tom Sizemore now.
Uh-huh.
Yes,
Because we had Sleepy Tom Sizemore in Harley Davidson, the Marlboro Man,
Snooze fest.
previous Patreon episode.
Not that movie, him.
Yeah. And we had energetic but good guy Tom Sizemore in Passenger 57.
Yeah. Sly Del Vecchio.
Yes, Del Vecchio.
Del Vecchio. Because it sounds like such a, like, look at this Sly Del Vecchio.
Yeah. And then, of course, Danny Trejo, who everybody knows from everything. I think Danny Trejo's been in 600 movies or
449. I looked it up the other day,
okay.
or like
So
474.
like 700 and something credits, but
400 acting credits,
Okay.
where his
All right.
name is actually credited.
So every movie since 1985 when he got out of prison.
Precisely.
Yeah, they do this armored truck robbery, which is pretty fucking cool.
I was gonna make a joke like, "Oh, I remember him in Star Wars. He was in the fucking Boba Fett series as in Star Wars." Damn it, got Trejo'd.
Yeah, you did.
Did Classy tell his story about meeting Danny Trejo on the podcast?
I don't know if he had. He's been
Next
on
time
the
we have
podcast
him
a few
on,
times.
I'll have to have
He's
him
got
tell
a
that
wonderful story.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
Yeah, he gave him a ride.
Yeah,
Could you imagine
La
being?
Benta.
Could you imagine being in the same car as Little Short Danny Trejo?
It's
but
all I
how
imagine.
much he will fill that
It's
car.
all I imagine.
You know what's crazy
entire
though?
life.
Seeing Trejo in this,
He doesn't look short.
He's so skinny though.
Mm-hmm.
He's
so
young.
small. I mean, his face looks almost exactly the same.
Yes.
Yeah,
But
but
his hair is shorter and his body is smaller.
He's not Hollywood yet. He's not like getting groceries on the regs.
yeah.
He's a struggling person in LA.
Yeah.
Once you make it, that's why I'm so big. We made it.
Thank you, patrons.
Thank you, patrons.
You notice how I got fatter since this started. This episode. But they robbed this armored truck. Waingro, right out of the gate, you already knew he was going to be trouble because he's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You can see it in
You'd
his
see it in his eyes.
I knew he was crazy because he walked up. He's like, "Give me another refill," and then just left his cup like a madman.
Someone's over here finishing my sandwiches.
Don't finish the sandwiches.
But he's eyeballing this fucking security guy, whatever they are, rent-a-cop. And the guy's bleeding out of his ears, and he keeps yelling stuff at him. And this Tom Sizemore,
Hey, Slick.
which fucks up the whole thing in the long run, right? It's like, hey, Slick, you see that shit coming out of his ears? He can't fucking hear you.
Yeah.
So Waingro just fucking shoots him. Like, this
And
guy is
then-
clearly shell-shocked. He's staring at Waingro.
And then another welcome back. One of the Mexican security guard goes for his little fucking ankle holster, gets blasted. I'm like, well, guess we're getting all three. He was a minor nothing character in Universal Soldier.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
He's the one at the very end of the hallway where the big fucking dude like pretends to be dead and then gets up and shoots him.
Oh, okay.
Like, if you're being held at gunpoint, wouldn't you just go down, whether you can hear what they're saying or not?
I think, like I was saying, he's shell-shocked.
Oh yeah.
Because he's standing
Oh,
there
they're definitely
staring.
concussed. That
Well,
fucking
but he's
shit
standing
went
there
flying.
staring at Waingro, wide-eyed. And Waingro's like, quit fucking looking at me. But this guy, it's not just like staring. It's just like,
Yeah, I don't think he's trying to have like a
He's-
hero moment. He's just like, I can't hear. I don't know what to do. I can't believe this is happening.
yeah.
Maybe he's also fucking blinded right now.
Also, I mean, was he the one driving? Where was he?
No, the
Yeah.
Mexican dude was driving.
Was he? Okay.
The way this
Was he
truck
one of the ones
got
in the back that got
fucking
flipped?
slammed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah.
I think you'd rather be driving. At least
Yeah,
you have a
'cause-
seatbelt.
Because they smashed into it with this big semi, right?
Yeah.
So,
Going like 60. He was in fifth gear.
but fucking Waingro kills that dude. So then they have to kill the rest of them.
Yep.
And when,
Why?
Well, because when Vincent shows up here, Al Pacino, he's like, dude, these guys are good. Like, once it's escalated to murder one,
Oh, why leave a witness?
you've
There's
gotta,
no
yeah,
difference
why leave a
in killing
witness?
2 bodies and 3 bodies in the court of law. So it's like, we're just gonna do it. Mm-hmm. And now
Yeah,
we have
because
no
the one guy
witnesses.
gets killed, the other guy tries to have a hero moment, and then the third guy just gets shot because
And you can see
Why
him
not?
operating because I think it's Val's the one that does the execution. Like looks back, and De Niro's like, "Yep, do it." Like
Yeah.
they're just everybody besides Waingro is just like dialed in and perfect.
yeah,
Fuck Waingro.
Makes you wonder why they didn't try and get a permanent member. Like why'd they go on the Craigslist of burglars?
I mean, it seems like they've got a rotating spot, or maybe it's just maybe we missed a line about somebody else being out, or somebody got
Yeah,
busted.
could be, or just a cut scene to make sure it's under 3 hours. I don't need it. I don't need it, but it is kind of the crux of the movie. This guy.
Yeah, but they get away. They put down this spike strip, which is a good move. Stop
Yeah.
the cops, switch cars, blow that one up, and we're out. So the movie starts with a pretty fucking intense heist.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
yeah.
does.
Basically, what we're
There's
going with
nothing
that.
that you can pull from this. They burnt all their DNA. The explosives you can get from 3 states with a driver's license, so it's not unique enough to track down. Like everything was done real well.
And then we got John Voight playing Nate, who's kind of their fence slash.
Broker.
Yeah, he's there. He sets up all their shit for
Yeah,
them.
handler.
He
he
owns
gets them
the,
their fake
I think he
IDs
owns
and-
the bar, because at the very end, when him
Oh,
and
yeah,
De
when
Niro are
he's-
leaving, he's like, all right, I brought him to my place, yada yada. They're right in front of a bar.
Okay.
So, and this one of the bartenders here is the one who like, hey, call this guy. If you use the right code words and I actually think you were in prison, I can get you work.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
All right.
there's a whole John Wick style universe here that they didn't explore.
Okay.
Okay,
Ooh,
that
let's
actually
get an
makes
FX
sense.
spinoff of Heat. It's just John Voight's place.
Ooh.
It's called Warming Up.
Ooh, I like that. Sparks.
Sparks. Supposedly there's going to be a Heat 2.
I wondered about that for one reason alone. Robert De Niro has a brother out there somewhere.
Yeah, I don't
Didn't
know.
say he wasn't a twin.
Because Robert De
Well, he'd be
Niro
too
is
old.
dead, but Al Pacino's not. Val Kilmer, well, he's dead in real life. He
Yeah,
didn't die in the
Val
movie.
Kilmer's character is the
So,
only
I
one
don't
that
know.
really.
You
made
had
it
me.
out of
I
it.
was like, Robert De Niro's not dead.
in the movie.
Yeah.
Neil McCauley is dead. I'm sorry.
Thank
but he
you.
could have a twin.
Yeah,
I don't
like
that's
that movie
too
where
old
he's
for
playing
that.
2 people.
Yeah.
Knights of something. Looks terrible.
Is it? Oh, that's right. It's a new one. I was like, what are you
Yeah.
joking about?
New movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, John Voight, most famously from Anaconda.
He made Angelina Jolie.
It could
No,
have
I mean, he's
absolutely.
in Mission Impossible and those National Treasure movies, and all
It could
that.
have absolutely nothing to do with anybody from here. Maybe Dominic, the little kid. goes on a fucking heist just like Daddy did.
I mean, we're talking
Val's
about it,
kid.
but I don't want to see it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. Michael Mann has talked about it, and it's on his like IMDb as like in production, but nothing is happening with it yet. So
If Michael Mann makes it, I will see it in theaters. You have
yeah.
to.
Yeah, it's definitely a theater.
And Nate, John Voight's character, is actually based on that guy Edward Bunker, who was the writer, one of the like he helped write this, and he was also one of the advisors I told you about with Danny Trejo.
Yeah.
And John Voight's character is based on him, and that same, the guy Bunker, who it's based on, was the guy who played Mr. Blue in Reservoir Dogs as well.
Oh, fuck yeah.
One of the guys who's in the heist at the beginning but disappears. He dies during the actual thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that might have been the guy when we watched it. It was probably like a year ago we were watching it, but like I was like, this guy's got to be someone. Why did he get put in here? And I looked him up, and he had like no acting credits, and I was like, huh, weird. Probably
That's
him.
why.
Yeah.
You know who could have been Sizemore's part? Fucking dude from movie you just said. Not Usual Suspects.
Reservoir Dogs.
Reservoir Dogs.
Tim Roth?
No.
I know.
Torch
Madsen?
You,
Michael
huh?
Madsen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's that's his thing. That's his
I mean,
wheelhouse.
Tom Sizemore has often been called the poor man's Michael Madsen.
Really?
Wouldn't it be the
Often?
other way around?
No,
Often.
because Michael Madsen never did the drugs.
Are you sure?
Nope.
I'm like, have you seen that guy's face?
Tom Sizemore did a lot more drugs.
Yeah, he did.
All right, that's it. We're gonna have to go back in time and have a drug off.
Was Michael Madsen ever in a movie with Nick Cage? Tom Sizemore was.
That's Our Bar.
Bringing Out the Dead.
But I'm saying That's Our Bar. Oh, I love that movie. The ambulance drivers.
Yeah.
Michael Madsen's great in that. Or Tom Sizemore's great in that too.
Yeah.
He like looks at his ambulance like, you see that? I've tried to kill it many times and it won't fucking die. I respect it. It's a warrior.
Oh, I did. I saw that with you.
Scorsese?
Yeah.
Scorsese?
Yeah. So we've got Vincent, who is Al Pacino, and then his band of merry men here.
We've went
Wes
through
Studi
them.
playing Castles, Ted Levine, and both of those are welcome backs. That's why I wanted to mention it. Wes Studi has been on here now. This is his third time as well.
Ooh, alumni.
And
because
Levine's second, right?
Deep Rising and Street Fighter, and then Ted Levine, was only in Flubber. So these guys are all back.
Surprising, because we do a lot of Ted Levine voice. So maybe because I think we see a lot of Wish.com
Yes.
versions
Yeah.
of him.
We do.
Yeah, and Ted Levine is one of the only okay parts of that Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom.
Couldn't
movie.
tell you.
I didn't say it out loud because I didn't want husband to laugh at me. But when Ted Levine's character first came on, I was just like, in my head, I was like, huh, he kind of looks like Buffalo Bill. Because isn't that what I did in Flubber?
Yes. And there was something else recently, like it looks just like that guy. Like, that is that guy. Whoa. It was something we recorded like a week or two ago.
Yeah, I don't remember what we were watching now.
It was great.
But basically, they're not happy with Wayne Grove. Neil's like, hey, we're going to pay this guy off and get out of here. But instead, they try to murder him, get distracted by the cops, and he disappears. There's no way that's going to come back.
I think it was The Rock. I think she said that should have been Michael Bean.
That is Michael Bean. Oh, shit.
It might have been that.
I think you're right.
We meet Charlene, who's played by Ashley Judd, who is
Wait,
Val Kilmer's
I thought you were
wife.
saying like Charlize Theron, like we made Charlotte, like making a joke. She's Charlene.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoa. Charlene is playing Ashley Judd, who's playing, Ashley Blood. Jesus
Whoops.
fuck. Ashley Judd is playing Charlene,
Finish each other's punchlines now.
who is trying to be Charlize Theron.
Yeah.
I think when I saw this movie before, 'cause it's been like 3 or 4 years, and I knew it was Ashley Judd then, but the first time I saw it, probably I was like 18
Three
or 19.
3 or 4 years ago, I hadn't seen it in a while, and you probably could have convinced me it was Charlize Theron.
Yeah, I think the
probably
first
would've-
time I saw it, I thought it was Charlize Theron.
Yeah.
Because the first time I saw it was post like The Italian Job
Saw what?
and Monster. This.
Oh.
Like it was right. I'd seen it right after stuff like The Italian Job and Monster or whatever.
Devil's
That thing you
Advocate.
do.
When Charlize Theron was all over the place, though.
Devil's
And then-
Advocate.
Yeah,
But I'm talking about in that 2000s era after Italian Job, where she was in everything.
reindeer games.
The Chanel #9 commercials. No,
Right.
Giador.
Yeah, because we watched those.
You tell me any perfume brand you want.
She was
yeah.
in Vidal Sassoon.
She's Val Kilmer's wife,
It's great shampoo.
and basically she's like telling him to get out of doing this shit because he brings home like $8,000
Out
from
of
this
what could
whatever
be
this huge
hundreds of
thing
thousands.
was. Yeah,
But he
Because
also had to
he's-
pay off his bookie.
Well, yeah, he's got gambling problems.
Vegas and the Super Bowl cleaned me out, brother.
And then Edie, who's played by Amy Brenneman, who we mentioned, she's the star of Judging Amy. She is the Amy of Judging Amy, where
Excuse
she
me.
also plays Amy.
She's in 4 episodes of Frasier, my friend.
You know what?
Count them. 4.
Well, she's in Daylight with Sylvester Stallone.
Oh,
So,
the tunnel one.
yeah.
It's the last time you watched that.
Rambo 5?
A long time ago.
No, not Rambo 5. He's actually trying to save people from a tunnel.
Not kill them. in a
Not
tunnel.
funnel them into a tunnel. Not the funnel tunnel of murder.
And it's funny because Amy Brenneman actually, she read the script. She didn't like it. She didn't want to be in the movie.
Right.
She told Michael Mann, like, it's too violent. It's too bloody. There's no morality because these characters don't have morality on either side, really.
She's really
So
not
she's
wrong.
perfect for that character.
That's exactly what Michael Mann said. He's like, because you think this way, you're perfect for Edie and you should do this. And
Yeah.
convinced her.
Yeah. She's fine. She's not blowing up my skirt, but she's also not pissing me off.
Yeah, I mean, she's
I
barely
don't like
in the
this fake
movie.
accent she's got going on.
I didn't even notice.
Oh. Really?
She's in like 34 seconds of a 3-hour long movie.
Because what's she
Except for
going-
that long scene where she's sitting silently in a car.
her best
Yeah.
work.
The one she's sitting at the diner and she's
When they first
but
meet.
I'm from a small town, but I'm from New York.
Oh,
and
that's right.
What you reading there?
That's right.
What'd you get?
I guess I did notice. I just forgot.
Yeah, I get you.
I mean,
You
because
are
like
right. It's short.
she talks during that scene, and then basically later on, she's just like,
The accent's gone.
well, she's just screaming, "Why did you do this?" And then she just says yes and no for the rest of the movie.
I thought it was such a quick flip too, because she's like, "Why'd you do this to me?" To where we going?
Yeah, well, it's a passing of time. We'll talk about it when we get there. But he does end up convincing her because she's like, "Oh, he's not that bad. He just murders cops."
I would have gone.
He
I would have
doesn't
been like,
want to.
He doesn't want to murder cops.
He would happily steal without killing if
I'd
you'd let
feel
him.
more safe with him.
You girls just like you a fucking bad boy, dude. Whether it's him and it's an older bad boy, like a bad man, or it's Val Kilmer, the fucking troubled bad boy with a cock of gold that y'all just think you can fix.
I don't think I can fix anybody. I
And
make
then-
your problems worse.
And then we've got McKelty Williamson, I mentioned, playing Drucker, another cop. And he is probably, for most people, most famously
Bubba Gump.
Bubba.
Who,
from
but also
Forrest
in
Gump.
Con Air.
He's also in Con Air.
As the diabetic.
He's been in a movie with Nicolas Cage.
yeah,
He's
Con Air.
elevated up.
He's also been in a long-running TV show
Justified.
with Timothy Oliphant.
What's his character's name in Justified?
I don't remember. He's the butcher.
He is the butcher.
Also with your favorite actor.
Wrong kid died.
Baby Billy's Bible Bunkers.
Oh, Walton Goggins.
Walton Goggins, thank you. I
Baby
couldn't-
Billy's Bible Bonkers.
Yeah, there you go.
In a recent episode, he fucking pops his ring open and goes, "Lord Jesus, bless this cocaine," and then sniffs it. I never knew I needed to hear somebody ask God to bless their cocaine. Doing it for me.
There you go.
But he takes Vincent to meet with this guy, Albert, who's like a snitch for them, who's going to take them to meet with his cousin, who's played by Tone Loc.
And this is the scene I was talking about where he starts yelling because he's so calm. And all of a sudden, give me all you got. Give me all you got.
And then
What
when
time we meeting?
he tells him about the meeting, and he goes to walk out. He's like, and don't waste my motherfucking time. Like, it's just one word.
And I like Bubba Gump. Like like the actor knows I can't follow that up, so he just gives him like a mean look back, like I can't match that energy.
Nope.
I'm just gonna stare you down. Fuck. I'm kind of scared myself right now. He's driving.
I don't think he slept. Insomnia.
I think Michael Mann likes to reuse people, but not as like stars all the time. Jamie
Yeah.
Foxx did get to kind of star in Ali, and he was also a star of Miami Vice, but
And Collateral.
and Collateral. So I think he's used him the most. But we meet Kelso, who's played by Tom Noonan, who played the serial killer in Manhunter that they're hunting down the whole time.
Well, in West Studi, I can name you two right off the top of my head.
and West Studi was in more than one. So like we can see these people coming back.
He's got his players, like he's got his troupe, especially if you work with, I don't want to say he's like a tough director, but you're particular. When you're a particular director and you find these people that work in your realm, you're like, I want you all back because you get
Yeah,
it.
and even for small things, I mean, Tom Noonan is just here to
He's
set
got
them
one
up
scene.
for the bank heist.
He has one scene.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah,
Isn't
So-
he the wheelchair guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
he's
it because he's
big
just
old
like, where
beard.
do you get this information? It's like, just pull it out of thin air, dude. It's everywhere. They fucking just send this information. I know how to get it. This is early interneting.
Oh, yeah.
He's trying to explain to Robert De Niro, like, there's actually little bits of information everywhere. What do you mean? He's just like, there's information. Val, get up here, start shooting with me. There's information everywhere.
This is the Zucker Brothers version of Heat, right? Information everywhere. But yeah, he sets them up for the new score. We see William Fichtner, he's not a welcome back. I've just seen him a lot recently.
Yeah, I was thinking about myself too. Like, he's got to be on here. We just watch a lot of his shit.
Who?
Yeah,
The guy
Van
from
Zandt.
Go.
Oh, yeah.
He's from Go. We talked about the bank robbery in Dark Knight. He's that. He's the mob boss's bank owner guy, manager.
He looks like a rat.
He's in
Drive Angry.
Drive Angry as the accountant. He's in Virtuosity, which we just watched.
God, there's something else, like a big one that I'm blanking on, but I very much like this actor. Whether he's being a good guy or bad guy, he's one that can flip back and forth.
Have I ever seen him be a good guy?
I know. I was just thinking. I was like, when is he a good guy?
I mean, technically, he's a good guy in Go because he's
I
a cop.
can whatever I'm thinking of, he's a good guy.
Is he in
And
Armageddon? He is in Armageddon.
Yeah, he's in Armageddon.
Is he good in that?
Yeah, kind of.
He's just kind of a douchebag, though.
He pulls a gun.
All right.
He's following orders. He's the captain of the ship that makes it up there, and then the president, Keith David, by the way, if he's your president or whatever he was, general, you listen when he tells you to explode
General,
that bomb.
yeah.
Explode that bomb, son. He's like, yes, sir.
You generally listen?
I generally listen. I didn't take that nuke out for air.
And we got his sidekick, who's played by Henry Rollins,
Yep.
who's a Black Flag guy.
Why's your security guard got a black flag tattoo on the back of his neck?
I think most security guards do.
That's fair,
Especially in
actually.
1995.
It's like having the Punisher on you.
Henry Rollins will be back, by the way, because I'm guns to get my Johnny Mnemonic on.
Oh, yeah. He's in
Are we
Johnny
going to do
Mnemonic.
Bad Boys 2?
He's in Bad
I'm
Boys 2.
guns to be getting my Johnny Mnemonic on.
He's also in Lost Highway. But, I mean, there's a lot of people in that, too. It's
Yeah.
fucking 3 hours long as well. But basically, we find out, from what I gathered from what John Voight says here, is the shit they stole belonged to Van Zandt.
Yeah, Van Zandt
But they're
is
trying to sell it to Van Zandt. And he's like, why are you trying to sell me back my own shit?
So the way it works is because now he's going to get 100% of his money back from insurance.
Correct.
But now he can buy his bonds back at 60% of the cost.
Yeah, but
Oh, okay.
these bonds are already recorded as stolen. So if he were to bring them back, he'd have to give the
They could
insurance
be
money
unmarked
back.
bonds. This guy's a shady white collar mobster.
Yeah.
So he's got ways of getting around that.
He just goes to the Caymans.
But exactly. He likes the idea, but then he's like, no, we're not doing that. Like once he hangs up, he's like, no. The word cannot get out in the street that it's okay to steal from me.
Yeah.
I'm an example. out of
fucking
these
kill these guys. And we get that really awesome scene at the
Drive-in?
the drive-in movie theater where Robert De Niro's like, yeah, meet me alone. And he acts like he's alone, but he's not, of course. And this truck shows up and they're like passing the goods. Hitman sneaks out
Dude,
of the
he
back.
fucking pinches him between these cars.
Yeah.
And it's a good move. It's a fucking great move.
Yeah.
But I was wondering about the stuntman. Is he okay?
He looked like he was kind of hurting.
That was a
Well, then they ran him over. I think that stuntman's dead. Was
That
there a
stuntman's
rest in
dead.
peace at the end of the
right.
dedicated to the memory
Michael
of-
Mann's like, I like authenticity. Get me somebody that's a serial rapist and don't tell him what I want done to him. I'd be
Someone
okay
that's
with
dying
that.
already.
cut that
Ooh.
man in half.
Somebody
That's-
that's dying already and wants to die on film.
The new death sentence, you get to pick which director kills you in what movie.
Which one you don't want to kill you, and then you go to that one.
I've always wanted to work with somebody from Canon.
You know who you don't want to work with if that's the option? Rob Zombie. Because you're getting eviscerated and disemboweled.
yeah.
and-
Yeah, and that's who
True.
you should go to.
No. I want to get killed by the guy who does like sniper movies.
Why do you get to go out easy? Why did you pedophile? Did you murder
No.
somebody?
Did you say pedophile? We shoot him. We shoot or chop. There's only one way to kill a pedophile. Pedophile chop. We all know
We get
that.
a pedophile,
USA number one.
We put him in Cybertruck.
Set
Go
them on
boom.
fire. Pedophile burn.
as they all should?
But yeah,
Buy
I
my
mean,
new swastika.
yeah, this guy gets pinched between the cars. Fucking, I really love like he's shooting at Robert De Niro as Robert De Niro is driving at him, and these things are romping in this fucking drive-in theater.
This station wagon, which has like really dope rims on it. I was like, man, Robert De Niro got some rims on the station wagon. Dude, they are throwing these things up like they got hydraulics.
Yeah. And like the guy is shooting at De Niro, and Val Kilmer shoots him with this sniper rifle, presumably like a 50 cal. Because this dude,
I don't even think it's a 50
this dude
cal.
spins. Though.
Yeah, I
That
don't think
thing-
it's a 50 cal, but it's a big one, and it fucking spins him. And then Robert De Niro shoots him with his and spins him, and then just runs him over.
He's like one of those little duck
Ducks.
things. From the-
I was thinking of a pinball machine of death.
But yeah, that guy gets run over.
The truck guy
and shot
almost makes it.
until Tom Sizemore blasts him in the fucking face with a shotgun.
Where
Bada
you
bam.
going, man? Hold on. Bam. I didn't say you could leave yet.
There is a moment right before that I didn't mention where, because it's important later on, De Niro and Val Kilmer are talking, and he's like, they're talking about his wife and all this
Yeah.
stuff, and he's like, dude, you remember this guy we were in prison with? He said, never have any attachments that you can't let go of in less than 30 seconds and just walk away.
If you want to make big moves in the streets.
Yeah, when the heat is on.
Said it an hour into the film.
Yeah, they say it a bunch though too. Like, where's this extra heat coming from? Oh, the extra heat's because of you. He's the one bringing that heat. Heat.
Eight.
And we also do set up Dennis Haysbert's character, Breeden, which is a weird name.
Breeden.
Breeden.
Okay.
Breedan. He's Breeden.
Oh, I thought it was Breedman.
Maybe that's his last name.
Oh, it'd have to be his last name, or that dude be fucking.
No, I think they say in the news later, Breeden something. Like they say that first. It doesn't matter. I just wanted to set him
think it's
up because he
Breeden
comes
Young.
back to the movie later.
Yeah.
And he's also a welcome back.
Oh yeah, Major League.
Welcome back and see you
welcome
soon.
Back.
Well, we're gonna see him soon. And
Navy SEALs.
okay, because I want to make both of you guys watch Major League 3 Back to the Minors. It's got Walton Goggins, and he's young and he is fun.
Oh, is this before the teeth?
This is on his second set of veneers.
Ooh.
But basically, he's a parolee. He got this job at a diner. He's bottom bitch. The guy's like, I'm taking 25% of your take home. You can't call out. You don't get breaks. Go fuck yourself.
I'm a really
Have
good
a
grill
day."
man. That's great, dude. You're gonna be mopping up the fucking bathrooms and cleaning up shit.
Yeah.
I don't need a fucking grill man.
Yeah.
But he does end up being a grill man, also mopping and taking care of everything.
Oh yeah, because you can use them.
Yeah. Because you can't do anything because you're on parole. He says if you give me any sass, I'll tell him you were high or something like that.
And kind of can't really do anything about it. This guy could just give me the wrong attitude, and I'm gonna fucking plant some alcohol on you, and then call the fucking parole.
I feel like you could go to your PO and be like, hey, I'm going to do this job, but you need to come and check on me because this is all the shit that's
If
going
this
down.
PO's not in on it, because he even says like, "This is how it works." Ask fucking, and he says the name.
Oh.
And he's like, "That's
So
how
I
it
got a
works, dude.
shitty
Ask
PO?
him. You're kind of fucked now because you're a con."
Yeah,
Dude,
but
Phil
also,
had a good
yeah,
PO.
exactly. You're a con. Like you could go to your PO and say, "Well, this guy was doing this stuff to me," and he's like, "Well, he says you were doing drugs and drinking and not showing
Fucking
any work."
test
He
my
hasn't
blood,
been to prison.
bitch.
Yeah, that guy hasn't been to prison, so
Oh, they'll just hold you in a cell until the alcohol would be out of your system anyway.
yeah.
You know, they don't really need to do much. It's a sad state where the fucking cons' rights actually are in this country.
Oh yeah. I mean, and this is 30 years ago, and it hasn't changed.
It's changed. I think we have more black people in.
Yeah, I think it's gotten worse actually. Yeah,
It's changed. Not for the better.
Another small thing that gets set up here is Hank Azaria is banging Chris's wife, or
Chanel,
yeah,
Yes.
he's banging Chris's
Yeah.
wife. Yeah, sorry, I was.
Do you think that Hank Azaria, impression master, think he was walking around doing any fucking Al Pacino or Bobby De Niro to people?
1,000%.
Like with with Robert De Niro, he's like, who is this? He doesn't have to say a fucking word.
Just the 80s stand-up comedian. Just okay, I'm gonna do some impersonations now. Are you talking to me?
You talking
Like
to
he's
me?
not doing the voice, but he just goes.
You talking to me?
But
Did you
yeah.
see that scene, man? How fucking Al Pacino's yelled about having a great ass in front of me. Got a great ass. He's right behind me, isn't he?
Also, welcome back to Hank Azaria.
Godzilla.
Yeah.
Playing the same character, basically. Like
Yeah.
he's got doing the same voice, which might just be his voice. I don't know what he
I
talks
think
like.
it's
I've
his-
only
it's his
ever heard
voice.
him do character voices.
It's
That's
just
his voice.
Okay, all right. And De Niro goes in and tells her, like, dude, you could give Chris one more chance, and if he fucks up, I'll personally pay for you to go away.
She smiles.
It's a powerful. Well, I think she smiles because she's like, well, fuck. This is Neil. Like, this is the boss of this crew. And he just, like, he's not threatening her, but he's like smashing things on the wall. Like, no. Here's how it's going. You are
Wait.
giving him one more fucking chance.
She flinches though, like she's been hit before.
She's been hit before, absolutely. Well, I think she's with this bad boy.
Well, I mean,
she's got
when-
a fucking pattern.
When Val Kilmer came home to her earlier, we missed that part, but like
She
he
started
flipped
that
out.
fight.
Yeah, but he on a dime just started throwing shit and
Is-
screaming.
He was
and-
across the room and he was like, leave the fucking keys in the checkbook. And she's like, I'm taking the kid too. He turns and takes like 3 giant steps, is in her face. And he's like, you will not be taking my son. Like
Yeah.
he's probably hit her before as a character.
Okay.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, you see that hair?
Yeah.
That's
It was a terrible fucking
you
extension.
can't act like you have hair like that. You just have to have it.
But yeah, then Tone Loc shows up and tells them about.
He's feeding him bullshit not bullshit. He's just really vague. And he's like, I want you to take out my competitors. There's a shop over here that has a couple Porsches, and Al Pacino's like, well, how do I know your information is worth it? He's like, how do I know you're going to do it? He's like,
Yeah.
because I fucking said so.
And all he
my
tells
word.
him is like, yeah, I ran into an ex-con. And Pacino's like, great, thanks. That helps a lot.
You ran into an ex-con in fucking LA. Wow.
He said he had
Shocked.
some action going. Okay.
Yeah.
And then he's like, man, this slick don't mess around. Now he's like, say
Now.
what? Say what? Huh?
What's a slick?
What you
The
say
fuck
about this
you mean
slick?
slick?
Dude, I love Al Pacino just chewing gum and just acting like nothing matters.
He's trying to quit smoking.
I guess so.
He probably was.
But yeah, we do find out about Slick, and they look him up, and he knows his name is Michael Torito.
Michael Torito.
Yeah.
So then they look him up. They put tails on him. They put bugs on him.
And he's like, this is Al Pacino setting it up. I want a jacket on everybody he sits with and a jacket on everybody they sit with. Like, this
Yeah.
is how we start to narrow this down. We get our network going.
Yeah.
And then they get a fucking bingo. Everybody's together for, was it Sizemore's little daughter's birthday or something? Like, why are they out there? Just a family
This
dinner?
could just be a
I
family.
think it's just
a-
like their family gathering.
this. Yeah, this just could be like a once a month we all go out kind of thing.
Okay.
But it could be something else because Tom Sizemore did get her something, his wife or girlfriend.
But also, like, they're all on the roof watching that meeting. The cops are, and they
Yeah.
already know. They're like,
Every car is
so they've
tagged.
seen him meeting all these people already. They're like, we know who that is. We've got trackers on this guy, and we've got bugs on that guy's phone. The only one they don't know is Robert De Niro.
What's
They've
the
never seen
time
him
frame
before.
of this
Right.
movie? Is it like within a year?
Oh, that's a good question.
I don't know. I mean, I would say within probably a couple of weeks at the most.
You think it's only a couple weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, they're-
you're talking about like from very beginning robbery to the last moment of this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would think
say
it's a couple months.
I don't think so.
You don't go from one heist directly into another. You got to
If it's worth it, if it's this
big.
big one they keep talking about, because they can't walk away from this.
Because they were gonna hold off on this one, the big one in this movie, because they have this other heist set up, but
Yeah.
because they're being tracked, they don't end up getting it. So I think that he's just like, well, fuck it, then we'll do this one. Because that's when they're like, we're gonna get out of town, and he's like, no, let's stay and do this. Or they all decide.
Did we
let's
miss
stay
the
and
part
do
where
this,
like they
but-
start doing the heist and Al Pacino?
No, we're not
and
there
No,
yet.
no, no.
Okay.
That comes up in a
Okay.
second. I did want to just mention when De Niro talks to Van Zant on the phone, and he's like, what does he say? He's like, hey,
I'm talking to an
forget
empty
about the
line.
money. I'm talking to an empty telephone right
What
now.
do you mean
Forget
by
the,
that?
Yeah, forget the money. What are you talking about?
Because there's a fucking dead man on the other side of this. Whatever.
Goosebumps, you know. This guy knows what he's doing. He knows how to threaten the guy.
You fucked with the wrong guy.
You fucked with the wrong guy.
So much easier to do Pacino, even though my throat hurts already.
That's where you start. With a fucking hurt throat and down here.
But then right after that is the family dinner. We find out all that stuff. That's where they find Neil. We find out Wayne Grow is serial killing hookers.
Yep.
So that's fun.
I mean, it's just I hate. I'm not saying it's just chick deserved it, but dude, as a fucking person of color, as a prostitute, do not get into bed with men with Nazi tattoos. Because at
In
best,
her defense, she didn't see the tattoos until after they were in bed together.
bullshit. She took her shirt off for hanky panky, and was like, "Oh, look at that! It's an eagle on a swastika."
Let me go freshen up. Climb out the window.
Yep. Because the best case scenario, they're gonna have really hard, awkward sex with you out of hatred.
Well, and like, he's going to want to do butt stuff. So she got a perfect out. She's like, well, I got to go take a shit first.
Yeah. There you go. Climb out that window and run.
All Nazis like butt stuff, right?
I assume.
Yeah. It depends if it's yours or theirs. But yeah.
It's always theirs.
Not always.
No, they like it both ways.
Ass to ass.
Oh man,
Can't
Al
speak a little bit
Pacino
that
as Keith David.
I didn't
and
take it out for
a
you.
Dream.
Ass to ass! Ass to ass!
Yeah, that's just basically to set up them catching Wayne Grow and being able to. Well, I don't even know.
Oh,
what
'cause
that's
he
for.
slipped
Just
away.
to show that
We-
he's a piece of shit. I guess.
Yeah, that's all
'Cause
that
they don't.
it is.
The cops don't even get him right away. He goes to Van Zant
Yeah.
because of this job that he gets hired.
Yeah,
for.
you would think that it's another thread because Al Pacino is onto the serial raping murder of this. Like he's onto it. But yeah, it doesn't come to a thing actually that you say that.
Yeah.
We did miss Wangro gets away from them at a diner. Like they are splitting it up.
Yeah. Oh, I
And they're
mentioned that a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
that he gets away. Yeah.
I love this crew setup because they all know where to walk. Trejo's like, I gotta go take a piss, and then goes and lines a trunk with grocery bags.
Yeah.
Like he knows. And then Michael Madsen's like, I'm gonna be in the back. That way you can't run. Like they have it
Tom
all
Sizemore.
fucking. Sorry,
She's got you all fucked up
Got me
now.
all Michael Madsen'd out now.
Sorry.
No, but yeah, they work as a fucking tight knit crew, which I guess is why they can rotate a person in and rotate them right out.
Yeah. They need that guy who can get killed. They need a red shirt.
Uh huh.
Ooh.
Do we have everything for the heist? We don't have a red shirt yet. I would feel so like coming into this crew where they're all real tight. Like, hi guys. Oh, I'm the red shirt, aren't I? It's really neat getting to know you.
We do get a moment with Vincent and Al Pacino and Natalie Portman. It just kind of sets up like she looks at him more as a dad than
Yes.
she even looks at her mom as a mom or any of this. She's 100% like she loves
She
him.
needs a dad, and her dad does not like often is way late or just doesn't show.
or just doesn't show.
Dad's
Yeah.
piece of
so this is the best example of a dad that she has.
And again, it's just important for later. So,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they go to do this platinum heist. They're going to steal platinum, whatever. Chris is cutting into the safe and doing all that. Neil, I don't know if he actually sees something or if he just gets a vibe.
No, one of the cops sits in the truck and bumps it.
Yeah, his
Oh, the
gun.
truck.
hits
They're in the back of
Okay.
these moving trucks
That's
that are
right.
all lined up,
Yeah.
which isn't a bad thing that they're all there. But this cop that he said something earlier, and Al Pacino's like, "No, shut the fuck up, stay off your radio," because he was about
Stop making
he's already,
sounds.
He's already getting jumpy. He's like, "Shut the fuck up," and then he's just pacing around. Eventually goes to sit, and then hard sits on the back.
And
that's
his
when
gun
De Niro,
goes slam.
Dude,
Yeah,
the shot
okay.
of De Niro in what is that? The night vision. Awesome.
Ooh, terrifying.
Like, he just stares down the fucking lens, dude, and is just white and skull
Those
like.
eyes are fucking fire.
And he knows, man. He's like, it's not.
He's like,
it's
"We're
not worth
made."
the risk. That
No.
might have been just a random fucking junkie, but it might not have been.
Yeah. Yeah. So they cut and run and like that cop is like, well, let's get him anyway. And fucking Pacino's like, for what? Breaking and entering?
Yeah, they're gonna plea out of that, or not even. It's the judge isn't gonna fucking care.
Or either he says something like they'll do a couple months and they're just back. Like
Yeah.
that's not the point. The point is to bust them for something real. So this is when De Niro's like, all right, guys, like we've got too much heat. It's time to
Assume
go.
We gotta go.
Everything.
We gotta stop. We gotta cancel everything. Go on your ways.
Assume they got us right now.
Yeah.
Assume this conversation's being watched.
And Val Kilmer, of course, doesn't want to go. He needs the money. This is where he says the Super Bowl wiped me out.
Yep.
Tom Sizemore's insane.
Yeah, I love this because he's first like, I go where you go, and he's like, not this time. This time you need to fucking make your own choice because he has like T-bills and all kinds of like investments, and he's doing really well with his money apparently.
Yeah.
Probably a fucking badass woman behind him, and it's not enough though. He's like, I will
follow the
ride
juice.
with you.
follow the juice. You know I want that action.
Yeah, I'm an action junkie.
Yep.
That's what Tone Loc said about him too.
Yep.
Like he's all about the action.
That man's a funky Cole Medina.
And then Danny Trejo's
I
just
told
like
him.
Danny Trejo's like, yeah, fuck it, dude. You guys are all doing it.
Yeah.
So
What am I gonna just not do it?
yeah. The cops go flip Hank Azaria because he's got some shit in his past.
Yeah, he smuggled cigarettes from North Carolina 3 years ago. Just taxes, I guess, because it's way cheaper there.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know about now. When I was still a smoker, which is 7+ years ago, I think 6 maybe. All those states that have like the tobacco growing are dirt fucking cheap cigarettes. So taking them across state lines and not paying that tax is illegal. Well, reselling them, you could take across for yourself all
Yeah.
you want.
Taking them to New Jersey or New York and selling them, was what they said.
Right.
So, I mean, a dude got choked to death for that in real life. So
Really?
yeah.
Is that what Marky Mark did?
No, it's one of the
Don't
many,
fucking cross borders with them smokes.
one
Where'd
of
you get
the
this?
many times
Smells
that
like North
a New
Carolina.
York police officer killed an unarmed black person for a crime that didn't deserve death.
For that.
yeah,
Wow.
for selling cigarettes.
We do have to keep the streets safe from cigarettes.
Yeah. And
Blink,
is the
blink.
next one going to be killed for selling like what supersized cokes? But anyway,
He had a thirst
What kind
buster.
of Coke?
cokes.
He had a thirst buster.
Thirst buster.
What is that?
Buster.
That's Dr. Pepper.
Speaking of Marky Mark, he had a thirst buster.
I was really high, so I had to get the thirst buster.
Well, I got a Thirst Buster.
Oh, bro, that's 3 fucking busters, Buster.
This is where we get the line that Jack says constantly every time this movie or Al Pacino comes up.
Why did I get involved with that bitch?
Because she's got a great ass, and you got your head all the way up it.
Something, I think about a woman's ass and something comes out of me. That's all right. You don't act on it.
It's the scent of a woman's ass.
Ooh, a Marine in that too.
Huh?
He's a Marine in that too.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
All right.
because I think it's John Voight talks about this dude. He's like what we said earlier, the 3 divorces stuff, and he's like, this guy's legit, man. Like he's a Marine. He went to this graduate
did
school,
narcs.
yada yada.
Yeah.
Started narcs and like he busted up some really fucking. They mention names that don't mean a thing to us.
Nothing to us.
Like he busted up Johnny fucking Bravo's crew. You know what I mean, Mama?
I'm here to rob a bank. Mama.
Stick him up, Mama. He had a mask on, but he had amazing hair. Also, really giant torso and the tiniest little legs you've ever seen. I'm not sure how he stood up. He definitely wasn't running to get away. That's him right there waddling down the street.
He was trying to run, but luckily he went down the alley, so he could just ping pong, ping pong, ping pong.
Oh man, I didn't think this one through, did I?
But this is
You got a great ass, man. You got your head
this
all
is
the way
one
up
of my favorite moments of the whole movie. Is all the cops are here following these guys. They have a meeting at the shipyard, and
I do
it's
love
like
this
they're
part.
talking about they're talking about the heist. And
I think they're talking about the exit strategy after.
yeah, but he's talking about the real exit strategy. But they're at the shipyard because these guys, the cops, don't know what their heist is going to be.
Right.
Correct.
So now they come out and they're like, okay, so what the fuck are they trying to steal from here? Like this or that. And Al Pacino's like, maybe he's stealing some fucking hubcaps. Like,
You know what? I think I got it. I got a good idea of what he's looking at. You see it? He's looking at us.
Yeah.
Oh, you love this crew. Oh, you fucking love them.
just turns around. He's like, here I am.
And take a picture to
Motherfucker.
fucking last longer.
De Niro's just up there laughing. Like,
That's because he has the Snapchat filters on. He's like, look at him with a beard. Look at him without a beard.
look, he's a pickle now.
He's like, open your mouth. There's rainbows coming out of his mouth.
They got us dead to rights.
I want to see what he looks like as a woman.
What's he gonna look like when he's old? But yeah, it's just a good fucking moment because Pacino even said earlier, like when one of the cops was like, "Well, what's their MO at the
Their
Harvard
MO
car
is they're
heist?"
fucking good.
Yeah, that's it. They know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, and we're starting to see that admiration and respect. Like, dude, fuck, man, I like this guy. If the hunt is what he's living for, this might be the best day of his life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
John Voight does tell Robert De Niro, like, they still don't know where you are, because he tells them all the information that they have. They still don't know where you are because they lose you every night when you're on your way home. So we go to this scene where they have not one but 2 helicopters tailing Robert De Niro, as well as 2 or 3
behind
different
2 in
cars on the
Yeah.
street.
He's that good.
And Pacino gets dropped off, jumps in one of these cars, chases him down, pulls him over.
Let me buy you a
What'd
cup
you
of
say about
coffee.
a cup of coffee?
I love this because they both got their guns. Fucking De Niro
Right
has
there.
his gun under his like right thigh. Pacino comes out with this beautiful ivory handle. It's a variant on the Colt 1911, and I love this gun. It's a 45. It's one of my favorite guns on the fucking planet. It's
the first gun I ever shot.
He comes out nice in Iowa.
Yes.
He comes out. I gotta visit this Iowa. He comes out and he's got his drawn and fucking already cocked back. I mean, that hammer's back. Like I do not want to do this because I love this guy, or I respect this guy, but he's gonna want to do it to me.
Yeah.
It was a Colt 45 long barrel,
Oh, that's all right.
6-shooter.
But also, they haven't killed any cops yet. They killed Rent-A-Cops. He wants to arrest them for the stuff he's done.
Yeah.
Later on, it just comes down to me or you. So. But yeah, they go.
He's
and they
not
have
going
this
back to
diner
jail.
scene, and obviously, we're not going to go through it because you're not Al Pacino.
You need to
I'm not
see
Robert
this.
De Niro.
This scene is fucking amazing. It's like 3 minutes, but
Yeah, it's a powerhouse scene of just verbal jockeying back and forth.
Just the facials also, because there's silence between them and they just look at each other.
The thing the part I did like was Al Pacino's like, "Do you want to go back? Like, are you one of these? I bust these guys all the time that just like need to fuck up." And he's like, "Do I look like I want to go back?
I'm never going back.
I'm not this born to lose fucking robbing up liquor stores, motherfucker. I will never go back."
And this is one of the scenes I saw the comparison to on LA Takedown, and the people weren't bad, but again, they weren't these two. It's the exact
This
same.
is the upper
dialogue,
echelon
though.
of this era.
Well, it's this exact same dialogue of like, I'm never going back. Well, then quit taking down scores. Like, it's all of the same things, but it's just like De Niro and Pacino, and then these two TV actors like, I'm never going back.
Right.
Smolder.
It's like comparing us to Joe Rogan. Somebody is insane, and we're not Joe Rogan.
I thought you just meant like the amount of listeners.
That too.
Don't ever compare me to Joe Rogan in any way other than I yell at a microphone.
He chews gum when he drinks whiskey, and I think that's something a monster does.
He should be the death sentence.
Yeah. I had no beef with him until I saw that. One day he just on stage, it was with,
Well, you know what, though? He's
Kreischer?
probably just drinking Fireball.
ugh,
It's not real whiskey.
It's true. It's not real whiskey, but still.
it's not. It's a
peanut
cinnamon
butter.
liqueur.
He's drinking peanut butter whiskey.
Screwball.
Chewing gum. I love peanut butter and mint.
Oh, God, it's getting worse. All right. Also, when we get done with this, we're going to get a shot of Rumpelmann's mixed with Screwball. Peanut butter mint.
Better go to a bar where we know the bartenders, because we walk into any other bar, they're gonna be like, "I'm sorry, sir, I'm gonna have to cut you off."
Get out. Get out.
It's a good thing we know a couple bars.
What'd you get 86 for? Well, I walked in with some confidence and I asked for a room temperature shot of Rumpelmann's and Screwball. Oh, you monster!
With a side of milk.
You're 86 from my life.
You just hear a cop undoing handcuffs. Like, oh no,
I need a pickleback with this.
oh, you made it better.
Yeah, you did.
I do like the line though where Pacino's like, "Well, you don't want a regular type of life," and De Niro just like,
I don't know any.
This isn't his like badass thing. He kind of like laughs and like breaks a little bit, and he's like, "What the fuck is that? Barbecues and ball games?"
Yeah.
No, why the fuck would I want that? Like,
Yeah.
it's not exciting.
We didn't talk about his apartment or his house.
Oh,
It has
unfinished.
next to nothing in it. There's
Yeah.
a chair and an ottoman and a bed.
Yeah.
That's what we know.
His kitchen has coffee in it.
Yeah, the kitchen looks all like because he has the see-through cabinets. I don't see a fucking dish. I see like a coffee cup. He might have two.
He has
now.
2 coffee cups because he gives one to Val Kilmer, and he has
Yeah.
1 chair because Val Kilmer's sleeping on his floor.
Yep.
Got a great view though.
Do you know what that means though? He tried to sleep on that thing, but because it's not connected, he kept dipping in. Was like, "Fuck, I'll sleep on the goddamn floor." I've been there.
He probably showed up really drunk.
I've been there.
Oh, Val, yeah. 1000%. Because you're not going to sleep in another man's bed.
No.
This is when he.
Well, sorry. Even if you would, not that guy's bed.
No.
Like that's how you get a fucking gun. That's how you wake up with a gun. You sleep in my bed. You fucking sleep in my sheets. Do I go to your fucking house and use your soap?
Look, this isn't a movie franchise I was in. I'm putting a horse head in your bed.
Did you use a soap without a washcloth in my shower? Can shoot you for that.
Are you sleeping with me? Are you sleeping with me?
I'll see anybody else here. You must be sleeping with me. Or it's the complete opposite. You wake up to him kissing you and just, good morning. Whoa! That's scarier than the other thing.
Yeah.
Go back to being mean.
But it's when he tells Pacino about his 30-second rule. Nothing you can't walk away in 30 seconds or less. He does admit that he has a girlfriend,
Sounds
and
kinda
Pacino's like,
lonely.
"What, you just gonna fucking leave her?" And he's like,
If I have to.
Yep.
If I don't have to go back to prison."
I liked
That's the
his
discipline.
I liked his line when he was talking with Amy, whatever. What was her name?
Amy.
Amy.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Edie.
Edie.
Amy was the show.
Edie.
Yeah.
Her real name is Amy.
Her real name is Amy. She's Amy on a TV show, but the character's name is Edie.
So Emmy, she says something. She's like, kind of sounds lonely. He's like, I'm alone. I'm not lonely.
Yeah.
She's
I've
like, well,
said
I'm
that
lonely.
so many times. Like, there's a big difference between alone and lonely. Dude.
Yeah.
And especially with him, he's like, he needs to be free and chase that.
You have
Yeah.
Kage.
I would walk away from her in 30 seconds.
Would you?
No,
That's what I thought.
I can't go that fast.
I do like their thing too. I do like their thing back and forth together too. I think it's De Niro's like, I don't really know how to do anything else. And Pacino's like, yeah, neither do I. He's like, and I wouldn't want to do anything else. Yep, neither would I.
Yeah.
Like they're
Because
the
if De
same
Niro-
person, just
if-
on opposite
or-
sides of the coin.
Yeah.
If Pacino were to like quit this and then like focus on his wife, sure, but he can't do that. He isn't anything that he can't chase.
He can't retire. And that's why I think that this is the prequel to Insomnia.
And also Pacino tells him like, look, I don't want to kill you. I'm a cop. That's not what I do, supposedly. But if it's between you and some poor woman that you're going to make a widow, like some guy whose wife you're going to make a widow,
I
I'm
won't
taking
hesitate.
you out.
He's
And
like,
De
yeah,
Niro
sure.
doesn't have the qualifiers. He's just like, yeah, if I see you, I'm taking you out.
He even says like there's another side to that coin.
Yeah.
Like because you said these guys are the same.
Yeah, exactly. But so then the crew dumps all the surveillance, so the cops
At
are
the
blind.
same 9 p.m.
Like so, I'm thinking it's right around when they were having coffee.
Yeah,
Yep.
because that's Pacino. Like, I was having coffee with Macaulay a half an hour ago.
It wasn't decaf. In case you needed to ask, I had a fucking pot of it.
It was
Why?
a whole pot of Death Wish coffee.
And it's coming straight out of my ass.
Drank so much coffee, I've got a hot ass.
I've
Put some
been there.
pep in your step and your ass in a John.
Waingro does end up meeting with Van Zant. He sells out a bunch of information about Neil, which is what leads to all the rest of this. We find out that Trejo can't join the heist because he says that he's got cops tailing him and
Can't
he can't
lose
shake
him.
them.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm really sorry, man. I wish I could be there. And I'm like, that's fine. We happen to be at this diner with Dennis Haysbert,
Yeah,
who
don't
I
worry
know
about it.
from prison, from Folsom, which is, I hear is a really friendly and nice prison.
There's a song about it.
So they go and recruit Haysbert, who's like, this is moments after the dude's like, you don't get a break because everybody called out, and also go clean up some shit and do this
While
and that.
you're
Like,
cooking.
yeah. So Haysbert's just like, man, yeah, fuck this.
I will take that job. Yeah. Also, fuck you, honky.
Oh, the way he fucking knocks him out of his
And you see all the other workers are all just like,
Woohoo!
One kid in the
I
back,
can't hit him. I'll go back to jail. But you obviously don't care.
one kid in the back who almost looks like the manager, just with like a shaved head. You could just see him be like, oh shit.
Comes out Chris Tucker just comes out of nowhere. You got knocked the fuck out.
There's, I don't know if are we at the part where like Justine and him are fighting?
Justine.
I was waiting
Yeah, I think
for
we
you to do
passed
it this
that.
whole, and like he finds Ralph on his sofa.
Oh no, that's
No,
later.
we're not there
Okay.
yet. We are seeing the discourse though. They've been fighting, obviously.
There's-
I think we passed the moment, or we're about to pass the moment. Doesn't matter where they're like dance. It's after everyone left the party and they get the sharing thing they're talking about.
All I want to say
Yeah.
is I think the people at the bus stop didn't know that a movie was being filmed.
It looked like it.
Oh, when he kicks the TV out.
Yeah, it looked like
Yeah,
it.
that's after the heist.
Okay.
Right now we're at
That's
the
right.
big heist.
Yeah, but she's getting all dressed up, and he's like, "Where are we going?" And she doesn't answer. Where are you going? Out. And he's like, "Well, I'm losing this one too."
Yeah.
I told Whitney we were watching it. We had to pause it at one point, and she's like, we're only halfway through the movie, and like it doesn't feel like it's long. But so when you pause it, you're just like, oh wow, we only went that far, but like so much shit has happened.
Right.
It's not
Yeah.
that kind of like we're only
It's
halfway
not-
through.
You're not like, ugh, okay, this scene.
I wondered, like, I kind of just to myself thought about, you can't really make a movie like this again. Because all these big shoot 'em up actions, besides just like the sound design and the non CG, that's one thing. Nobody that watches those movies now wants to see character development or plot. It was during De Niro and Enema on the balcony talking to each other, and like I was like, this is not boring to me, but it would be in a new movie. You know what I mean? Like Den of Thieves is the better example I could think of that is a heist shoot 'em up movie that's current. Dude, there's no fucking character development there.
Yeah.
There's no real plot except for bad guy, good guy, maybe guy.
Well, and your 3-hour-long blockbusters now are all Transformers movies,
Right.
which have 25-minute action sequences that you can't follow.
You're not going to have a 3-hour action movie right now.
Which
like,
like
you're not.
I told her leading up to this, I was like, well, I think we're almost to the heist, which we were. When I was like, I'm pretty sure the heist is like an hour. Dude, that's so much shorter than I remembered it being.
There's a lot of fucking ingredients in this stew.
Yeah. But like they go and they rob this bank. It goes very smoothly.
Yeah.
Up until this other cop shows up and he's like, "Hey, Vincent, we got a call from this CI who heard."
You're still looking for Neil McCauley?
Yeah, he heard Neil talking about this bank, first bank, whatever, at this address, and they're like, "Well, let's go see what's going on over there."
Let's go check it out. Yeah. Otherwise, they got away. This would have been a perfect fucking heist.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, because when the cops pull up, they're already walking out.
Fucking
Fucking
Wangro.
giant bags full of money.
Fucking Wangro.
I do want to mention real quick, fucking Val Kilmer packing up this money made me happy.
Sexy.
Just throwing this bag over it and flipping because it's all bundled still.
And then cutting
And
the plastic so you can squish it.
yeah,
and
because
zip
it wouldn't quite fit, so he just cuts it and like packs it in there. Like I'm just like, dude, just get that money out of there.
Yeah,
just
as quick
four
as possible.
bricks of money. Let's go.
Good
Yep.
God.
I think it was 6 bricks because it was 3 bags.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I think we know it's about 13 million.
Yeah.
Like at the last second, Chris is about to get in the car. Bus moves and he sees the cops across the street. And there's not even like a moment of hesitation. He doesn't let them fire first or
Nope.
say anything. Just opens fire, and we've just got this massive gun battle for the next 15 minutes.
on the drop of a
I'm sorry, if you were in this town and you were hearing this gun battle, would you not run away?
Dude, all these people are just standing.
Everybody
there.
behind me would have tripped and slipped on my shit. That's running down my legs.
I don't know. I would probably drop.
Like
not
I love
stand.
you know I love guns and guns in movies.
Yes.
But in real life, when I hear this, I'm like, we got to get the fuck out of here yesterday.
Yes.
And we've talked before about the sound design. These are not added in sounds. These are live blanks.
Mm-hmm.
They're blanks, but they are doing live ammunition. Like I can't.
He's
live
got
ammunition is
the
not right
guns
word.
mic'd up.
Yeah.
So the sounds that are being made by the guns in this scene are the real sounds being
You
made by the guns
cannot
in this
recreate
scene.
because he says like you can't recreate in a studio the sound of that echoing
Yeah.
through
So-
off of buildings. That fucking crack.
Yeah.
Echoing off buildings and coming back at you. Obviously they added them in, but like the ricochet of a real bullet kind of thing. I
Well,
mean,
and the damage too. He didn't want the damage to be fake, so they took these cars and stuff that get shot. They took them out to shooting range and shot them up.
yeah.
And then they patched up all the holes and put squibs inside of them, so
That's-
that when they're shooting, it's blasting out these squibs and you have real bullet
Oh, that's
holes
so
in
good to
these
know because
cars.
Okay.
especially
I was
when
like,
it's
how are
Kilmer
they
at one
doing
point
that?
laying down cover and the car in front of them, and you just see it like whoop, 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 whoop. I'm like, damn, that's sick.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah,
So-
this is the best sounding part of the movie. Like I fucking was laying down watching this, and it came on. I was like, get that up a little bit. Let's get me up.
And then you fell asleep because it's like a white noise machine.
Yeah, pop, pop, pop.
Mike, when I said remind me of I have a question for you.
Yes,
Al Pacino's gun in this.
FNC.
So he puts it on
Oh, the automatic
Not-
one he's using.
It's a
It's not-
select fire.
okay. Can you be that accurate
He
with
can.
this gun?
He can. He's depicted like he's a marksman. He is a Marine.
Okay, that's right.
Anybody listening, you're always a Marine. Don't please don't at me. I get in so much trouble for that. He's a marksman. You can see he went to single fire on purpose because he needs every shot to count. As opposed to Kilmer, you can even see it. He's just trying to lay cover fire.
Yes.
So he's spraying these fucking cop cars down where Pacino's picking his shots methodically.
Yeah.
You can absolutely. The only thing is this is a shorter barrel because you want to be able to clear stuff. And it has what's called a bird cage on the end of it to try and reduce like the muzzle flash and whatnot. This is opted for him. This
Okay.
is a great gun to be using.
So Ted Levine gets killed.
Oh,
Wes Studi takes out the tires, so their car gets taken out.
takes out Haysbert too.
I thought-
Vincent shoots Haysbert.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Vincent blasts Haysbert, and you see it before you see it from inside the
You
car.
see
They're
the blood
driving
on the window.
Yeah, and they hit the car, and the windshield gets covered in blood. And I was like, "Well, you knew it was coming."
I was
but-
pretty sure Vincent was the one that blew out the tires with his gun.
No,
No,
it was-
it was because I think Wes Studi's using a shotgun.
yeah, Wes Studi's using a
and
shotgun.
that makes
Okay.
perfect sense.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, how can you be that accurate?
I mean,
And the Tom Sizemore part is my big
I
question.
want
Yeah.
that. I want that long sword.
And it's probably something people know. I mean, it's been talked about a lot. But Val Kilmer was, according to the trivia, was thrilled to learn that the moment in the gun battle where he's reloading is used in like training for Marines. I think it was the Marines. Yeah, Marine recruits for how to reload a gun correctly and quickly.
There
Nice.
was I don't know if it's a drill instructor or drill sergeant, but was teaching a class and showed it. And he's like, if you can't reload faster than that civilian, get the fuck out of my class. Like, look at that guy.
I vaguely remember you telling me that.
Because this character's used guns a bunch. This is an actor.
Yeah.
Who he got taught a couple weeks how to handle this stuff. If you can't do it better than him, then you shouldn't be here.
Right. You need to be doing this for real.
Val Kilmer does get shot, but doesn't die. And Neil grabs him and takes off.
Breaking his own rule. Neil should have, like, in practice of 30 seconds, he should have left him for dead.
Yeah. But he's got.
I'm glad he did.
He has an attachment to Chris, hence the going to his wife and all that stuff. He's trying to help this guy get his shit together in so much as you can get your shit together as a bank robber.
Right.
It's like his brother.
You do get some feelings for your crew, obviously.
And then
Sizemore takes off one way.
Sizemore went a different direction, and he takes this little girl hostage.
He would have made it without Pacino being there.
Yeah.
He would have made it.
Yeah.
Because he's got the girl held like so, and his gun out here. So, I mean, these cops can't really return fire.
No.
Yeah.
They just can't. But
And
Pacino
I
could.
do think he can be this accurate with it.
Okay.
I don't think I could.
But
That's
it's
for
like
sure.
a trained
Especially
person.
especially if this is his gun. Like, you know, like you get used to your gun, your sights, and it's sighted in for him and everything. It's got his trigger calibration he likes. Again, I'm accidentally shooting this little girl.
Yeah.
I'm fucking shaking so hard trying to fucking hold my, like, I can't hold my breath right now. I'll die.
Fair enough. So yeah, Sizemore is just shot fucking dead.
Yeah. And
clean.
De Niro takes Val Kilmer to this doctor, Dr. Bob, who we mentioned, Jeremy
Dr.
Piven.
Piven.
Is he a doctor or a veterinarian?
I think he's a veterinarian.
I would bet vet.
Yeah, that's
If
what I was
mafia
thinking.
movies have taught me anything, you find like a guy that probably was a doctor until he had a drug or gambling problem.
Which
and
Piven fits that.
Something happened and now he's a fucking mob vet doctor guy.
Yeah.
And Piven's playing it great.
Yeah, he is.
And if people don't know who Jeremy Piven is, I mean, if you watched Entourage, he's Ari, the lawyer there.
We will be doing PCU.
Yeah, he's
Yes.
in PCU. Old School, he plays the dean.
Oh, that's right. This is me leaving.
It's a pretty funny movie he did called The Goods, Live Hard, Sell Hard, or something like that.
Did you like it?
I remember liking it, but I saw it way back then.
Yeah, I kind of have a similar thing. I don't remember loving it. I remember liking it.
I remember liking Craig Robinson's DJ character.
Okay.
I think that's the movie, unless it's a different car movie. I'm pretty sure it's that one. They're having a big sale, and they have this DJ, and he's DJ requests. People keep yelling requests to him, and he'll play something completely opposite. And he's like, nobody tells DJ requests what to play. Like, he's so fucking pissed off. Like, play this booty shaking song, and he'll play like...
Damn, he's got some fucking Max Rebo on vinyl.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wait, you don't?
No, I don't. Surprisingly.
Fail.
Yep.
I
I'm a
do.
record player.
No, I don't. I don't have it.
You do have a record player,
But
though.
I don't have Max Rebo on vinyl.
But you do have a record player.
Yeah. So if anybody's going to release Max Rebo on vinyl, I'll take it. Actually,
want
that's Finger and Dan.
I want the Snoo Snidels cut. Oh, it is Finger and Dan.
That's Finger and Dan, not Max Rebo.
Yeah,
band.
you need that Jizz album.
Yeah.
Jizz on vinyl.
Did you hear that their Disney is trying to change the name of it?
Are they?
It's not Jizz now. They're calling it something else. I saw a reel from another podcast, and they were talking about it. They were trying to change the name because Jizz did not mean Jizz when George Lucas called it Jizz.
Right.
So he was like, oh, it's like jazz, but with an I, right? And a G. So now Disney has been calling it like
Giz.
something else, a different word. It starts with a
Gazpacho.
J also.
Guys.
I can't remember, but this podcast, they were like, so
Jize.
now I need you guys, everybody out there, to start calling ejaculating, whatever that word is, Disney started.
Yes.
Guys.
Let's call it skeet music.
It was like junket or something. I don't know. Something with a J.
That's still.
I know, but I don't know. I don't remember what it was, but it's like,
I'll
now I
find
need
it.
everybody to turn that into a slang for ejaculating.
I'll find it.
That's easy.
Anyway, yeah, he takes his shirt. I mentioned that was funny. He does talk to. He does
Took
talk.
your shirt. That was funny.
It's just like, my daughter got it for me. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, dude, look at these stacks of cash. Buy another shirt or another daughter. You don't need either.
But it's Val Kilmer who's like, man, who fucking snitched on us? And De Niro's
Who's
like,
not here?
who wasn't there?
Yep.
Fucking Danny Trejo, the snitch.
But he
I'm
wasn't
just
a
kidding.
snitch.
Don't kill me, please.
Yeah, dude, he'll get you.
I mean,
I
he
wouldn't say-
did snitch, but he was in duress
Right.
or under duress.
Right.
They had Anna.
Yeah, I mean that's what we find out now. Neil goes to Danny Trejo's house.
Anna's dead in a
Anna's
very
dead.
bad way.
Ooh.
Trejo's basically dead. And he tells him like it was Wayne Grow. He was working for Van Zant. They came and like had her hostage and whatever. So I had to. I told Whitney I read something again, IMDb trivia, so maybe not. But this house, somebody else rented this house or moved into this house like later, and they knew it was the house from Heat that Danny Trejo had been killed in.
Kind of
And
looks
at
like the
some
house
point,
from Bosch.
They
by the way.
redid their carpet or they did something. They pulled up the carpet. And the subfloor is still stained with all the fake blood from Danny
Fucking
Trejo.
Danny Trejo's fake blood, dude. Yeah.
And I 1,000% would want, if I'm in a position like this, fucking shoot me.
Oh yeah.
Do not let me suffer.
Oh, it's perfect because he's like, let me get the medic. He's like, nuh-uh, I can't feel anything.
He's like, just
Like I'm
take
not.
care
Look
of me.
at see all this blood around my head that I'm gesturing my eyes to. That's because my arms don't work.
I got you. I'll double tap your brain
Thank you.
so they can't use it. Mm-hmm. They
I
can't
did,
test
but
you.
this is where I got.
Left
We were
and right.
talking earlier about something I said, and I was like, I don't know. Oh, butt stuff. And I was like, I don't know. I don't remember. It's because this Danny Trejo, like, he's like, did you tell him how we were getting out?
Yeah.
And Danny Trejo's like, I don't know.
I have no clue. They beat me really good.
Yeah. So he has to call John Voight, get a new out, which means
Yep.
he's got to hang out in L.A. for a little longer. The cops grab Henry Rollins,
Which I don't know. Were the outs actually compromised? I don't know if we find out.
I
But
don't-
would you trust them anyway?
And that was Pacino's whole thing. He's like, he's gonna find a new one.
Well, it's exactly the same thing De Niro says when he's talking to John Voight too. John Voight's like, "Are you sure they were compromised?" He's like, "I don't know.
I can't risk
There's
it.
no way of knowing."
There's no-
as
There's
Jack would
no
say.
way of
No
ever
way
knowing.
There's no way of knowing.
The cops grab Henry Rollins and they find out about Wayne Grow. So now that everything is
I like
closing
watching
in,
Wes Studi shoot these fucking hinges off the door, man. Like that's how you break into a place.
Yeah, it is.
I know. I was like, "What is he shooting? Why would the locks be?" Oh, that's the other side of the
hinges.
door.
Yeah. Like, fuck your lock. They don't work when you have no hinges. You know how this shit works?
Neil does go to Van Zant's house too. Gets his attention by tossing a chair through his giant window, which is
Yeah.
awesome. And it's like, "Where's Wayne Grow? Why the fuck would I know that?"
Well,
All right,
you're
blam,
dead.
blam, blam.
He looks at him for a second like, I believe him. Bam. I believe you, but my Tommy gun don't believe you.
Charlene goes with Hank Azaria, and it turns out it's a
It's a setup.
Yep.
Cop trap.
Cop trap.
Cop trap.
Cop trap.
And it's McKelty Williamson like, "Hey, if you sell out your husband, then you can take your kid and you can go disappear somewhere. If you don't, we'll take you in as an accessory. Your kid goes to foster care, grows
And we
up
all know
in a
how that
shitty
happens.
system, ends up stealing a car, and then getting involved with criminals, and then he's just your husband all over again."
And I do like, because Hank Azaria is like, fuck you, bitch. He's like, what'd you say to her? Get in there and make her a fucking drink. Like, he does
Yeah.
not like Hank Azaria,
Yeah.
no. Because
At all.
Hank's just being a fucking punk.
You don't disrespect women like that. His mama raised him right.
And when Chris does show up, like, go out to the patio and make sure he sees you. So he comes up here and she sees him. He's got a haircut. He looks like Val Kilmer now, not like a serial rapist.
Right.
But he's the way his face lights up, dude, and she lights up, but then she does this thing like hides her hand.
Well, then she does
Yeah.
like a cut with her hand and he's like, "Well, fuck."
Damn it.
So he gets out of there. He gets stopped, but he's got a real ID.
Yeah. He also, where's a
clean
good place
car.
to buy?
Where's a good, anybody know where I rent a place?
Yeah, that cover your bases, right? He learned from Luthen.
Yeah.
We were
Long time
talking.
ago.
I wasn't just here for no reason. We were talking about something.
Man, Pacino would be pissed to find out, like, you fucking had him? You had him. Like, he'll never know.
Yeah.
But, like, how pissed would you be? Well, he had a real ID. Motherfucker, you didn't look at his face? Oh, I cut my ponytail. It's not me anymore.
Well, he had glasses on. They couldn't, like sunglasses. They couldn't.
No, he didn't. When they
No,
had
it
him
was
stopped,
nighttime.
he didn't. But
No, in that bank heist
but
he
those
did.
but those cops.
Oh,
yeah,
sure, but they know what he looks like. You could be handing out a picture of him. They have.
because they have his jacket and
His
everything.
jacket.
Plus, when they walked into the bank, even if they didn't, when they walked into the bank, they didn't have masks on. They walked in suits, looking like businessmen, and then they pulled down the masks.
But
and
they
pulled
had
out
all the
guns.
cameras and everything shut off.
Oh,
anyway.
that's right. They shut off
Yeah.
the cameras.
But still, they got him. Like any mugshot or whatever. Just like,
Okay.
hey, just imagine he doesn't have a ponytail. That's all I need from you.
And Vincent and the cops know where Waingro is at this hotel, so they're watching that in case De Niro shows up because they're assuming he's going to. This is where we have the blow up between De Niro and Edie that we already kind of talked about. But yeah, they do end up making up. It's kind of weird, but he does give her like a little speech and then like pets her.
I can't wait to see this guy on vacation, like just in his sandals. Robert De Niro, Hawaiian board shorts, fishing pole, colored drink. Doesn't look right.
Meet the Fockers.
Doesn't look right. Even in Meet the Fockers, he's an ex-FBI agent. Like he's still not cutting loose and shit.
What's the one where he like?
That's Dustin Hoffman.
What's the one where he kills somebody's pet peacock and makes it for dinner?
Isn't that the other Meet the one, or is that a different?
I don't know.
Stupid movie?
It might be. I've only seen. The
my
two.
dad is crazy or
Something
some
like
shit
that.
like that.
But
doesn't matter.
I had asked
It's a bad
husband.
movie.
Crazy Grandpa.
I was like, how fucking stoked would you be to
eat
know
a
that
peacock?
you are that you get to make out with Robert De Niro? You're in a movie for a total of 7 minutes.
Edie does make out with him and shit.
And you
That's
get
why
to,
she took the role.
Right.
Like the whole Michael Mann speech. She's like, yeah. He's like, you get
Let
to
me
make
sweeten
out.
it.
You get to make out with Bobby D.
fuck it, sign me in.
All
Maybe
right.
he can rub off some of that Godfather on me. That sounded different than I meant it to. Maybe he can. He can give me some of that Ronin. No,
Roan in, roan out.
we're gonna go cruising. No, that's Al Pacino. I fucked it up. You guys
You're the
ever
worst.
seen Cruising?
No.
He's an undercover cop that's going to like gay stuff and he's the leather stuff and
Oh, really?
yeah, it's a good movie.
Huh.
Yeah, don't watch it as a child.
What are you doing?
I will
after
watch
this?
that. I will watch that as a now.
Yeah, no, it's a good movie. But we meet Xander Berkeley, who's playing Ralph. That's what we were talking about earlier. Ralph is the one that Pacino's wife is fucking. And she's like, I have to debase myself with Xander fucking Berkeley.
Hey, you know what? He doesn't just fucking randomly yell. He doesn't spontaneously erupt in verbal things.
And Xander Berkeley is a welcome back, kind of. He was in The Rock for about 3 seconds. He was one of the scientists.
Okay.
He's in Terminator 2. He's your step parents or your foster parents are dead.
Why is Wolfie barking?
He's in a couple of the Nick Cage movies I've watched for my Cage-a-thon.
I think he was in 24 or something. Like, if it wasn't 24, it's another procedural type.
Yeah.
Shoot him up.
But like,
I
it's
like
funny
him.
because he keeps popping up in these Nick Cage movies, and I'm like, so you guys are both just doing like it's all this 2010 shit. Well, he's in Leaving Las Vegas, but he was in Butcher's Crossing, which is like a crazy
That's
western.
the Buffalo one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's in Seeking Justice, which is just one of those like you killed somebody thrillers that Nick Cage was
Sure.
doing there.
Sometimes they just need to make made for TV movies.
Yeah, I mean, it's,
Sometimes you just can't say no to money.
yeah.
I'm not blaming him, dude.
No.
Coke
I mean, at
problems.
least like Nick Cage may not be acting his ass off in those movies. It's usually pretty fun.
Yeah.
A
At the
lot
end
of
of the
times
day.
he's the only actor there.
Right.
Oh, like in that fucking Western thing.
Oh yeah, the one I
He
watched
was
tonight.
talking like this.
It's a brand new one, Gunslingers. It just came out, I think, in April.
Oh, I definitely haven't seen
2025.
that. It doesn't sound familiar.
Yeah, there's a bunch
He's
of
got
nobodies.
crosses for
It's got
sunglasses.
Sylvester Stallone's daughter.
Oh, yeah,
That's
she's
the only
pretty
other
hot.
person who has a name that you would even. Oh no, that's not true. Stephen Dorff and Heather Graham
Dorff.
are there. Heather
Yeah.
Graham's kind of there.
I like
Barely.
Steven Dorff.
Stephen Dorff is kind of the main character, but he's barely acting. Nick Cage though, he's doing this, talking like this the whole time.
He's doing Saw Gerrera.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, I think
But
his
he's
throat was
talking
cut
in-
at one point.
Sit the fuck down.
And he's talking in Bible quotes, and,
Yeah.
and he just keeps. There's a part where he's like trying to stop people from being hung, and he's just like, he's doing a James
Lord,
Brown.
help me!
He's like, oh Lord, keep it straight. Let's do it, Lord. But like doing
But
it, in
he's
his,
shot
but he's
in the
still doing it in
arm.
this raspy ass voice too. I'm like, he's good in that.
So that
movie
sounds
is,
like I want to watch it.
it
Yeah.
is sub trash, but he is great.
I want to watch it.
But yeah, this is the part where like you can bang my wife, you can do it in her ex-husband's
Everything's
postmodern
calm
house.
though. Everything's calm. You can
Yeah.
bang my wife. You can sit on her fucking sofa, and then you do not get to watch my TV. Mine, my TV.
mine.
Whose TV is it?
My machine.
How's that helping?
And then yeah, when he's driving later, he does just kick. He's like, "What the fuck am I driving around with this 13-inch
Whitney,
TV for?"
Whitney said it earlier, like 5 hours ago when we started talking about this. Like
There's
I
like
don't-
a group of guys sitting at the bus
They
stop.
all look like if they do know they're in a movie, get these guys more roles.
Yeah, no, the dude, you can see how he's like, is that fucking Pacino? When the door opens, he's like, boom, TV gets kicked out, and they're like, what the fuck
he
just
called
happened?
a newspaper or something. He's like, Hey, I got a story. Al Pacino kicked a TV at me. Oh, they were making a movie, sir. Oh man.
I'm in a movie.
I'm in a movie. I think
Yeah, they knew after because Michael Mann.
Yeah, you have to sign him.
Yeah,
You have to get signed off.
if they knew, they're the best acting extras.
Oh, I do
Right?
like the line though Pacino has too, because she's like, "This is all your fault." And he's like,
TV in the
"Oh
middle
yeah,
of the road.
I made Ralph
you wanna
fuck
hit
you because it makes me feel good."
When he's driving away, one of the guys like fucking TV in the middle of the.
Let's go look at it.
Oh, we got to the part where De Niro gets Edie to forgive him, and it's a kind of a
ate her
good
outright.
thing because he's basically like, "Look, I'm not holding you here. Like, you can go now, or you can come with me on your own. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not forcing you to come with me, but
Just know
there's no
life
point
is-
in me going anywhere alone without you." And she's like, "Oh,
It's the
There's no life
it's the
without
closest
you.
thing he's ever had to love is like, hey, I don't say this to everybody. I wouldn't walk away from you in 30 seconds.
turns out he's a liar."
That's
but
just, yeah. He wanted to come back.
they're back at the police precinct, and this is when Pacino's just like, "Well, fuck it. He's gone. He's in the wind. I'm going back to the hotel, take a shower, and sleep for a fucking month."
Yeah, I felt this. I was like, let him sleep. I know he's not going to get it.
Yeah.
Because you just talked about wanting it. You're not going to get that now. You're about to have a fucking one crazy night, buddy.
Again, I reference he's in insomnia after this.
But when he, that's De Niro, isn't it?
No.
No, that is
it's-
Pacino. You're right.
It's
It's
Pacino.
been a long time. It's a Chris Nolan I need to revisit. Anyway, when he gets to the hotel, though, you see a bunch of water coming out of the bathroom, and I forgot all
What
about
a great
this.
detective.
I forgot all about this, so I was like, "Who the fuck is there?" He left his wife.
And the doors
Like-
open.
In
yeah,
the balcony. That's my thing. Like, you've seen me sweep my house when something feels out of place.
Yes.
If I come home, my back door is open, we're going guns akimbo.
He's like, I need you to stand right here.
I don't do it all the
Don't
time.
move.
It's just sometimes something feels off. I
Yeah.
got a little hair in front of my door.
the penny I put on the top of my door is on the ground now.
It's heads down, too.
But yeah, it's Natalie Portman. She cut her, not her wrists, her everything.
So
She's got cuts on her legs. She's got shit up here. like-
artery up here and inner thigh.
yeah. And he takes her to the hospital and reconnects with his wife, and it's sweet. And
It is
sad.
sweet, but he
Until
also
she gets paged.
He's not gonna stay with her though, and he
Well-
knows because she even says like, "Can we work on this?" And he's like, "I'm not what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This life isn't what you want. Like,
But
you
I'll
want
stay in her
someone-
life.
Yeah, like you want someone to share with you, and I'm
Because he
not
says,
that
like,
guy.
yeah, we can try, but why? We know exactly where it's going to end up.
And then the line I've been saying about him, like, I am what I hunt.
Yeah. But she is going to survive. Don't worry, Natalie Portman didn't die. She survived long enough to do all those prequels.
Yeah,
And I'm
and then she
pretty
got real
sure-
buff.
And I'm pretty sure that he would, like, his character would still be a father in her life.
I believe
Like,
that.
He would still go and pick her up because dipshit dad doesn't know how to.
I believe
have a kid.
whatever house he ends up at, she'll have a key to it.
Well, and you know
Yes.
that her dad is really fucked up because this
He's like-
character is never around. He's
Right.
always busy with work, and she's like, "This is my dad." Like,
Yeah.
he's a better dad, and he's never here either.
Yeah.
He's
but
here more.
When
Yeah.
he's like, "Are you gonna call her father? Can he be here?" And she's like, "He's in the Sierras."
Yeah.
Like, was he ever fucking there? Did you tell your daughter that? Don't waste your breath. He's not coming.
Just tell your daughter he died.
Yeah.
Good call.
Follow me for more parenting tips.
Neil's on his way out of town, De Niro, and John Voight calls him, and he's like, "Hey, by the way, I do know where Waingro is if you're still interested." And he's like, "No, I'm not."
He's like, I didn't think you would be, but you told me to look.
Shouldn't
I
have
found
fucking
the
done it.
information. No, you
And-
do this.
This is
No.
such a long sequence because you just feel the tension building because it's like, show De Niro, show Edie, show De Niro, show Edie, so long, and then it's just like, like pull
Has
off
to
the
do it,
exit.
man.
Yep. And
No, I was saying like Voight shouldn't have told him
No,
when he
I
said
understand.
when De Niro's like, "No, I don't want to." Then he's like, "All right, cool. Go to your flight plan."
well, no,
Voight-
he told him he started with Waingro is at this hotel if you still care,
And
and he
he-
told him right up
Oh.
front.
He said, I only did this because you asked me to.
Yeah.
Like you told me no matter what to tell. You don't I think with Robert De Niro's character being so fucking methodical and precise that when he tells you, let me know, you do.
Yeah,
Because you know what you don't want this guy to do is come back from
after
fucking
you.
Bora Bora and be like, whoa, Wangro's still here and alive, huh?
It was
Boom.
New Zealand and Fiji.
Who knows?
And
You
this
could never know.
You
and
never,
him
there's no way of
going
knowing.
back isn't even about, like cleaning up loose ends or anything so much as it's just revenge because
Yeah.
all of his best friends are dead.
You
and it's
Except
this
for
dude's
literally
fault.
killed Danny Trejo.
Yeah.
And you killed
Inanna.
Well, and he assumes Chris is going to be arrested because they told,
Right.
because John Voight told
Yeah,
him
'cause he went
Chris
after
is going
Charlene.
back to Charlene, and he's like, well, that's that then.
yeah, I
So,
lost him. So you fucked up everything. I'm the only
Yeah.
one getting away.
yeah. So he sneaks up there, like he eyeballs the cop that's at the front desk pretending to be a hotel guy, so he knows they're there. He does this really fucking cool elevator trick, which I never would have thought of.
It wouldn't work today.
Pops the elevator open, sets off the fire alarm, so all the elevators go to the bottom floor because you're not supposed to use the elevators, right? And that one can't move. I like it. I think it's a
Yeah.
cool idea.
The elevators don't do that anymore because the doors would just keep opening and closing, and it would set off alarms.
Yeah,
But it worked then.
It did work then in '95.
but yeah, he busts in there and just fucking murks this dude.
oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I did.
There's a little bit of talking, but there's not much
No,
ceremony.
you
to
want to
it.
know the talking? Look at me. Look
Yeah.
at me. And he's like, hey, look at me.
And he looks
fucking,
up.
He looks, because he has that shame, like, I fucking ratted. Oh no. And he looks up at him. He's like, boom.
Yeah, in the fucking chest. And then
Double
when they
tap in
leave,
the
you see him
same
that
fucking.
he shot him in the eye too, which you see when he's leaving. You
Yeah.
don't see him shoot him, but when he's leaving and they show Wayne Grove's body sitting there, his eye is gone and there's just blood running down his face.
Because he hits him in the chest first. And he's like, that might kill you. This is gonna kill you.
Because he does a double tap and then a third.
Yep.
Whew.
Chest, eye.
And then
CC.
of course Vincent gets paged, and that's when he leaves the hospital, and all the cops show up here, and it's fucking mayhem, right?
Yeah.
Like
Chaos. So you go under the guise of chaos.
Yeah. But
People are running.
Vincent doesn't know who Edie is, but he spots the one person who's not panicking, which is her sitting in
And
the car.
who's looking around waiting for somebody.
Yeah, exactly. So he's going for that. De Niro comes out, spots Vincent. And this is where Amy
This is a
Brenneman
long
does the
chase
best
scene.
job,
Yeah.
though, because he looks at her and she's like, hey, what's up? And then he looks over at Vincent and he's like, well, he starts to walk away and she gets out. She has this is like the best look
Disbelief.
of what the fuck just happened. Like, she does a great job without saying any words.
Yeah.
Like, this is
Yeah.
great. She's just
Not
staring
easy
like,
to do.
holy shit, dude. I knew that guy was a piece of shit, but he talked me into forgiving him, and what the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it's probably better for her that he left.
To be fair.
But
It is. Like, she's going to have a better life. Well, probably because there's money in that car. Get the hell out of here
Yeah.
with presumably like $4 million, $5 million.
yeah, well, they said it was $12-ish million in the bank. So, but like, yeah, it's because if he would have gone with her, then she would have been involved in this pursuit also. So she probably would have gotten killed or arrested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he saved her life.
But yeah, Vincent chases him through the airport, and it is a long scene, but it's just a really effective.
And
like,
by
it's
airport,
long.
he means outside.
Yeah.
It's lit
the
extremely well.
airfield. Yeah.
Like this entire segment you're about to go into.
And like it's we'll cut through most of it, but
Yeah.
it's the last part where there's like these whatever,
Transformers?
Yeah, these big electrical box things out there. And it's-
Autobots, watch this. There's two fucking giants of cinema fighting it out right now.
One thing
One
I
of
did
them's
notice
hiding
is
behind my balls.
when a plane is coming to land, all the runway lights turn on, and then it lights up the whole field.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then after the plane lands, they shut off. That I said that for a reason.
Yeah, and I love when it gets to this point though, because like
They're
they know there's nowhere else.
all
like,
around the mulberry
Vincent
bush.
knows there's nowhere else for De Niro to go because there's a fence there, and then it's just an open field. So it's like I know he's here, so he's coming around this way, and De Niro's going around this way, and yeah, it's just a circle around the thing. But De Niro tries to come out as soon as a plane comes in.
lights
Pacino
up.
sees the shadow.
De Niro has him dead to rights.
Yeah, yeah,
Except for that plane coming with a shadow, and he just fucking turns. Boop.
yep.
No
It takes him
hesitation.
out.
Sorry,
and
his gun made a better noise than boop.
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 This is the most realistic sounding gun movie
Boop,
ever.
boop, 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 boop. Michael Mann worked really hard on this. Kapow, kapow.
Bang bang.
Squawka, squawka. But
That was a
yeah,
grenade.
He lays there, dying, and he's like, "I told you I wouldn't go back." And
It is
And then they
this
hold
sweet moment of
hands.
like he's like, I just kind of don't let me die like don't let me die alone.
Yeah.
Like I know we're on opposite teams, but we're the same person.
Yeah.
Hold my hand, buddy.
Yep.
And he's like, it's kind of gay, but I'll do it.
I
And that's
think
the end of Heat.
It was also like credits up, but that was probably like
How you in the
also
movie?
a lot of fun working with you, buddy.
Yeah, I guess so too. Like, I mean, because it is De Niro's never didn't talk about it except for what normal life is to me. He's also in it for this game.
Yeah.
You know, and I think he likes beating cops.
Yeah.
You know, it's just his thing is like I win.
Yeah.
So this was just that damn fun game.
The
dude.
best chess chess match ever.
fun
So
game.
I usually end up going last, so I'll go first, give everybody else a chance to
What's
be
your
the star.
recommendation?
But also, you guys know what I'm going to say. So, yeah, I recommend it. Yeah, 3 thumbs up. Yeah, it's really fucking long, but it doesn't feel that long. I mean, it's one of those movies where you're watching it and you know it's 3 hours long, but you're not watching it. And like, what was that? The Last Night Transformers?
Oh,
Yeah.
Where I was like, oh, this has got to be the end. I've been watching it for
I'll
almost
watch
3
this
hours.
twice before I watch, like in a row. I mean, I will
Respect.
back to back this before I watch that ever again.
Yeah, because that one, it was like, this has got to be almost over. Pause. I'm only an hour in.
Yeah. All right,
There's
here's
still
the
2 hour
difference.
and 20-minute movie left after this.
Here's the difference. Last night, there's another movie left. Heat. Ooh, there's another movie left.
Yeah.
It
There's
makes all the
so
difference.
much more going on. I'll let you go next.
I fully recommend it. It is a 5-star movie. The 3 hours does make it that I don't rewatch it as much as I would like to.
Yeah.
But other than that, man, I mean, that's such a minor fucking gripe. I just get surround sound on this. If you got griped, if you have somebody with surround sound, watch it there because it's like that's. I was just like, crank this shit up. I ain't got no roommate. So yeah, I got nothing else to say about it.
We didn't have Zoe, so
Yeah.
this was my first time ever saying this.
First time ever seen
She's
this.
never seen any good movies,
This
guys.
is my first
All
time.
she's ever seen is whatever romantic comedy bullshit she brings up all the
I want
time.
I want one of your parents on this podcast so I can just berate them.
I was probably grounded and not allowed to watch TV.
Probably fucking. They don't have blockbusters in Iowa.
You know, it's fair, though, because a lot of people are going to look at it and go, that's probably really good, but it's 3 hours long.
Right. Which is
No, my parents definitely watched this and love this movie. I'm just saying, I would if this was 95. I was either grounded or I was in my bedroom on the phone talking to friends.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, that's
wasn't.
fine.
I'm not watching a movie with my friends. So, 5 stars, 3 thumbs. This movie holds up.
Damn.
Like this movie holds the fuck up.
Yeah.
Again, first time seeing it, and I was in it. I have zero qualms with any of it, even the length. Like, yeah, we paused it. I'm like, shit. We've only you're in an hour and a half, and you still have another hour, but you have so much information that's going on, but you're following everything perfectly. It's just absolute one. And then to have them both talking to each other,
That might be the best scene in the movie.
Yes.
It's got the least amount of gunplay.
Hands down.
And if you have a 3 hour movie where you're using, and I keep saying 3 hours, it's in 170 minutes.
You're utilizing everything properly.
That 3 hours, is everything in that 3 hours is necessary. There's a lot
Yeah.
of 2 or 3 hour movies where you're like, well, you could have cut that and that and that. And it
Yeah,
could
what
have been
would you
10,
cut from
15
this?
minutes shorter. The only thing I could think that you could cut, and it would shorten it to 2 hours and 45 minutes,
The
is
suicide
a couple
attempt?
of the. No, because I think that's. It speaks a lot to Pacino's character.
Yeah.
But there's a couple times when you have really long shots, especially with the wives and girlfriends, like watching them walk away and like a really long shot. But also,
you can cut the Wangro serial rapist scene.
Yeah.
Like that's it because it doesn't end up being anything.
it just makes
Yeah.
you think he's shitty. But
It's a
we know
powerful
that
scene
already.
because you see Pacino hugging the mom and stuff. So it's not a save the cat
Dude,
moment. It's a
my
comfort the
eyes
cat
cried on
moment.
that.
I'm sure you got a daughter. Like that's I bet. But yeah, it's tough to cut. It's
Like
tough
I'm trying to
cut.
think what they cut for the TV, and it's probably those two
Gunplay.
scenes. Do you think it was gunplay?
Probably.
I'm thinking it was the suicide attempt with Natalie Portman, or the hooker murder. That's what I feel NBC would
I guess
cut out.
you could cut the murder and the suicide attempt if you want to clean it up, but
Yeah.
again, I don't mind the length except when it comes to trying to rewatch.
Yeah.
I have been trying to before Derrick put it up on the docket. I was trying to rewatch it with bleeps not too long ago, and it just the timing never worked out. Like, well, it's already 10:30.
That's part of the
yeah.
reason we've done all these out of order. And
That's why we didn't watch it last night.
Yeah,
because we did Whitney's movie, which was last week, and we already recorded your movie, which is next week, because it was like, well, it fits into the schedule better.
Yeah.
We have to watch a 3-hour thing and then talk for like 2 hours.
You
at least,
you have to set
so-
aside 6 hours just in case.
Yeah, exactly. So, but
I
speaking
think we did
of
fairly good.
Yeah, we did all right. So it's
speaking
gonna
of
be a bad
next week's,
episode.
I don't think we did. Since I stopped it, I can't see our full time. But
It's not even funny.
I'm
though.
looking at a clock.
But-
It's fine.
speaking of next week's episode, next week we have Jack's mental health pick,
Ooh.
which is Bedazzled with
Somebody's had tea mini martinis.
with Brendan Fraser and
Elizabeth Hurley.
Elizabeth Hurley, yeah. I kept thinking Elizabeth Banks, and I was like, nope, that's not it.
And it's Orlando Jones, not Orlando Bloom.
That I did remember. And that one you can watch. It's not streaming, but it's available to rent on Amazon or Apple for $4 and buy for $15.
I think at the time of our recording, I ended up buying it for $4.99.
I think you did.
Okay, I just looked on Just
So-
Watch. They don't always have the
It's not always
Apple
up
or
to
the
date.
Amazon sales on there.
Right.
So check it out on there.
15 is too much to buy digitally. We've talked about that.
Yeah.
4 is not.
Yeah. And then, of course, we have our Patreon, patreon.com/worstpeople, where you can get so much more.
Are we getting
What's
back-
the
Worst People
episode on
content.
Patreon this
Are we
month?
getting back to Cop Rock?
We are getting back to Cop Rock.
Fuck yeah! I love
Latchkey
Cop Rock.
Vids this month. We're talking about the episode 5 of Cop Rock, The Cocaine Mutiny, which seems like it's last month's episode. We recorded it weeks ago.
Let's overthrow the captain.
But yeah, that's going to be up there. And of course, you guys know you can watch that on YouTube, or you can buy those sweet Shout Factory DVDs. And
Worth
then
it.
the mental health movie was chosen by our patrons. We had a bunch of suggestions, and we did a little spinny wheel, and we ended up with The Goonies from 1985, recommended by Drew, one
Thank
of our
you,
loyal
Drew.
patrons. And that's available right now on AMC Plus. And then again, you can rent it on Amazon or Apple for $4, buy it for $15. There's Blu-rays and 4Ks out there.
Sure.
You can find it.
Yeah. Just watch
Turn on-
TBS for a while.
I was about to say turn on TBS for a week.
Just you wait, pal.
And then don't forget about the collateral drawing for the 4K digital download code.
Definitely.
So send me an email or comment on our social media.
Email.
Don't always comment on the episode, because depending on your app, I might not see it. So send an email or comment on our social media. But that's it for this week. I've been Derrick.
I'm married to him.
I've got a great ass.
You do.
I told you I'm never going back.
You did Pacino doing De
Yeah,
Niro.
I know what I did.
Hey, I told you I'm never going back.
Hey,
Hey,
hey. I don't know.
there you go, Sly Stone too.
I told you I'm never going back.
Yeah, I'm not going back to back unless you're pooping.
Hi, guys. How are you? Good. We're here at our TED Talk today.
This ain't no fucking TED Talk. This here is a TED Shout.
The TED Show.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Did you unplug it and plug it back in?
I don't want to sound like I'm an idiot, but if you tried to make sure that there's power to the thing. I'm just doing my job. Don't bust my balls.
Do you have the input and the output?
Been there.
Ooh.
Was it your output that got input?
I don't know.
You don't
don't
know?
know?
I don't remember.